What is up, guys? It's a boy Nathan with a chill stream today. For a change, we're doing something different. And yeah, that's what we are on today. That's what we're doing today. Just wait till some people roll in. Hey, Rhythm. Oof. God, it's getting hot now. It's getting hot. Not fun. It's getting hot. Anything? Oh, God, there's more madness going on in our country as always. That's great. What's up, guys? How's your day been? How's your evening been? How's your week been? We're a week free without any United stress, which is always wonderful. Just having a look. Too much chill? You think so? I'm actually enjoying the fact that we don't have to do anything. Honestly, I think the momentum came at the perfect time for us, at least. Yeah, that's what I think, at least. I don't know about you guys, but I've been enjoying myself. Today I went for LPG gas registration in my name for the first time. Congratulations. Hey, TC. How are you enjoying it over there, buddy? Is it hot in Uganda right now? Maybe that's a stupid question. Maybe the weather is different. I don't know. But I'll tell you right now, I am relieved that I have another 9 days of this personally. Kartikeya, I'm couldn't join last time to do my exams. Kartikeya, there's absolutely no issues. What exams and how did it go? How did it go? I'm just having a look at anything to talk about. I have something I wanted to talk about. I found there was a what is it called? I forgot the name of it. Let me type it in so I can say it right. Oh yeah, there was a new playthrough for 007 First Light, and it's looking sick, guys. It's looking sick. Why is Suarez trending again? Oh my god, what has he done now? I mean, it's almost like this guy's never eaten food before. He keeps biting and spitting on people. It's 7,500 fourth trimester exam. Wait, hold on. Fourth trimester? They have trimester exams now? What are we doing? What are you studying? Swansea have a better Slovenian striker. Oh, y'all are still the fourth best team in Wales. Relax. We're going to be at least the fourth best team. Maybe third. Newport County is not great. नहीं तो कोई और दिमाग Yesterday, Germany got trashed by Slovakia. Bro, why are you supporting Germany? Dude, Germany has been terrible for the last 15 years. Muller doesn't even play there anymore. Who are you supporting now? What? They've lost 3 in a row, right? That could never be my team, bro. That could never be my team. They're not great, but they never lost 3 in a row. That's for sure. Not in recent memory, at least. God, the German team is a real downfall. Yeah, it's really sad actually. They went well. That's at least good. Wait, with 2 cylinders, 820 or 820 each. So basically, well, I'm glad you experienced that, dude. Luis Suarez, bro. Listen, man. How many times has he done it, LJ? Let's be honest. How many times? See, as Suraj said, he just keeps doing it, bro. Like, what difference does it make once you do it so many times? I would argue. Actually, I don't really care enough to argue about it, but you could just feel like you can just honestly, it just feels like he's gotten away with it so many times now that it doesn't really matter, to be honest. The biggest in Wales. You're not the biggest in Wales, dude. You know Wrexham's going to pass you, don't you? You know that. I know you don't like to admit it, but you know it's true. It'll take about maybe another 2 years, but I think Swansea is gonna be passed. I think QPR. I mean, listen, man, who is your greatest striker? You had some okay players, but QPR had Kiefer Moore, and we all know he's the best player in Wales. He's behind Bale and all, but you know what I mean. Hey, one minute, that reminds me. Doesn't Gareth Bale like own a football club? Let me just have a look, please. Sorry, I shouldn't say own. Co-own. That's a better way of putting it. Must be all that golf money he finally decided to spend it somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? I'm pretty sure he's spent some money somewhere. Blah, 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 blah. Try January. Don't know what that is. Bale's not a fluent Welsh speaker. No wonder he couldn't learn Spanish. No wonder. Makes sense, actually. Oh, he doesn't own. Oh, he doesn't own a football team. Ah. Hey, Valence. I'm good. I'm good, Valence. How are you doing? Where is Wrexham in the table? Bro, they just got to the championship, Suraj. Have some shame. They just got to it. Rabies in this time. Oh, boy. Okay. Hi from Dictatorship Nation. Oh, Ayush, I heard the bad news yesterday when I was on Lala stream. I'm sorry, man. I hope you know how to use a VPN. I don't really know. I Spitting incidents are common in sports, not by the same guy so many times, LJ. Why are you even defending him? What about the racial allegations, dude? I get it, he played for Liverpool, but it's bigger than that, dude, honestly. And by the same person so many times, bro, he's like Balotelli level of infringements for a single person, of course. I don't even think Balotelli has done anything that bad, really, except wear terrible shirts inside his under his jersey. What is happening, Ayush? Can you explain to me what's going on, please? It's just so small that I only know Cardiff. There's Newport County, dude. Newport County. We played them. Great team. Great team. Nice stadium. I'm good, Valence. How are you, dude? How are you? What are you doing? How's the weather in the south? Ben Davies is better than Lecha. I'm not supporting Germany because I never had an interest in national war. I'm watching Germany because of Bayern Munich fate lies on how strong Germany is and this. Yeah, wouldn't rely on Germany anymore. Those days are really gone. Yeah, Anshuman. आधा क्या रह गया? He's coming, dude. He said he's coming in a few minutes, Anshuman. But they are bigger than us. I mean, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, they just got here. Can you imagine if they reach the Premier League before you guys again? Oh boy, that would be awkward. Auckland City better than Swansea City. Ooh, I don't know, man. Wales is pretty. Auckland actually is quite pretty too. My cousins live there. No, no problem, Aish. No problem. Yesterday, Germany lost Slovakia, but I'm not really that surprised, dude. Which part of the south you're in? In Valence. Here, it's actually been hot today, dude. I don't it rained today. I don't think it rained today. Actually, it's been actually quite hot today. I'm actually sweating right now. I had a bath like an hour ago. It's that hot. Current Cup got free from. Oh boy. Yeah, congratulations, dude. You know what though? I'm. People are complaining about Daniel Levy, right? And I mean, obviously, I can understand some of it. Uh, but if I'm being really honest with you, dude, if what I read today was true, it's crazy. When they bought it and Daniel Levy was in charge, the club was worth 80 million. And now they're worth 2.6 billion. That's incredible, dude. That's really incredible. I mean, I know fans don't care about that, but if you really think about it for a second, if you want a football fan, if you're neutral, if you know anything about business, that's incredible. That really is incredible. Jerry Singh is pouring here in Bangalore. Oh, Jerry, I'll tell you what, dude. As long as you're not sweating, enjoy it. Because in a couple of months, it's going to be hot everywhere. Too tired? Yes, happy Onam. That is not how you wish people, by the way. There is a word for it, but I forgot. Hopefully, you enjoyed the Onam celebration, Aditya. I saw Sadhya. I saw so many Sadhya shots. Sadhya? There's no way I said that right either. Sadhya shots. Apparently, there are places home delivering like pre-made sadhya. So I saw some shots from my favorite Indian foodies. People tried it on for a shot. It looked nice. Never really actually eaten Malbari food or Malayali food, depending on where you're from, I suppose. Food from Kerala, to make it simple. Only, of course, paratas have eaten. Parota, as they say in Kerala, actually. Shall correct myself there. Bro was sacked because it's not easy for him to deal with players. Well, it was easy for him to make lots of money for you, dude. So today, me and my friend went to Palika to gift our third friend a new jersey of Inter Miami, as he is a Messi catch. There is an uncle who's buying a jersey for his kid. Full message in two parts. Okay. Let me get to the second part. I will read the other part, Dave. I don't support any international team, but I hate England with all the power in the world. That idiot should never win anything. Oh my god, you're going to enjoy my misery next year then. You're going to really enjoy it. Absolutely not. Yeah, but the thing is, he wasn't really bought in for football, was he? He's not a football guy, isn't it? Did you listen to Sergio Ramos' new song, Shots at Perez? Bro, they should just leave it be, man. Don't ruin your legacy because of one man. As a businessman, he's a genius. Hi, Yash. How are you joining your live stream for the? Thank you for joining, Yash. I can't complain. It's starting to get hot here, though, unfortunately. So that's unfortunate. Once the monsoon goes, as much as I enjoy the heat, when you get used to being in a cooler environment for a few months, it takes another adjusting to, sadly. Tamburan is saying, Happy Onam, guys. Love from Kerala. Love from Kerala. Someone correct me. Did I say it right? Is it Sadhya? I did see the meal though. It did look nice. Can't lie. Who doesn't like sambar? Now I feel like eating a dosa. Damn it, man. This is the problem when you grew up eating South Indian food in Bombay. Bro, there are so many Keralites in Bombay that you can actually get good food from Kerala in Bombay. And you can't get it here. So it's painful actually. No, not raining, it's shining. Srinanzia. Too much penny pinch. Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Too much penny pinching, somewhat costly stuff that we faced for years. But yeah, flowers to him that he made us capable of not only surviving but make us. Swap, if you look at it from outside looking in, you missed nothing, Destroyer. He just started. If you look at it from the outside looking in, if he didn't make all the business moves he did at the time, I don't know what Tottenham's spending power would be. You know, again, like you said, you're a fan, so you might not care, but just think about it in terms of getting people. In such I mean, 20 years is a long time. I'm sure some of you guys are in your 20s, but to go from 80 million to 2.6 billion takes some work, man. Takes some work for sure. So he was making his kid buy a City jersey, a black one. So we convinced that uncle to buy a black United kit, and my friend convinced him to buy an kit because he's buying Paglu. Next message, okay. You need to add a donation, but in time, Jerry. Don't worry. Just to help me, just keep sharing the videos and liking it. Big Manchester United Real Madrid fan. The reason, I'm gonna guess it starts with an SIU. Yes, you're right. Sadia, culture. This Lewis series guy, I hate him such a. Listen, man, I don't hate anyone. I don't. But I mean, this guy has been given way too many passes, dude. Genuinely, way too many passes. Valence. Valence. Did you say where you're from, Valence? I'm sorry, I didn't read earlier. Did you type it down? Apologies. If you don't mind, type it down again. Which part of South Goa? And do you pronounce it the Portuguese way? Goish, Goish. Where you from? I'm Goa, from Goa. I wanted to be as miserable as possible. I used to curse England when they had Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard. Wait, why would you curse them when our own players are playing in the team? I get it now, although I still think Maguire should have been picked, which is a bit of a joke. But yeah, still he is extremely involved in those footballing stuff. I can't wait for the break to end. I'm really enjoying watching United play after a long time, even though the results have not been our favorite still. That's interesting, Footverse. I was just saying I'm enjoying my the 9 days I have left, quite honestly. I might visit South Goa in October with my family. Any suggestions? Valence, any suggestions? I don't go to South Goa much. Drop them in the chat. Tag Karthike if you don't mind. That would be great. As a student of commerce, if not football, what other opportunities are there? Well, it depends. There's more opportunities doing an MBA, I would say, first off, Mystic. That's what I would think of doing as a commerce background person. Then the opportunities are depending on what you want to do with the degree once you specialize. If you want to do sports, you have to go to a good sports management college. Simple as that. The only problem is if you don't get anything out of it, it's very difficult to pivot to something else because you have spent a bunch of money doing it. The fans' dreams that their club should win silverware every single season. Yeah, of course. No, bro, it's actually goish. Bro, imagine trying to pronounce your names to people who don't live in Goa, Valence. Have you ever thought about that? Especially when the padri is at mass and they do the whole Portuguese pronunciation thing. It's brilliant. Imagine like going and meeting people who aren't from you and you pronouncing these names. It's absolutely hilarious. For the number of times someone has got my name wrong is brilliant. Have England and its fans for whatever they did to Bex? What did England do to Bex? Dude? It's Steve McLaren, our own coach, that did things to Bex. He didn't pick him after he left Real Madrid because he thought Aaron Lennon was better. Aaron Lennon was good. He's definitely not better than Beckham. International breaks are. Am I the only one who's actually enjoying myself right now? I feel like it's a good reset for us. That guy always made a short intro, so you just ask. But you know what? You know what's the funny thing, Swaps? You say this, right? But you have to, you have to think about this. What if you get someone worse? Dude? You know, the grass is always greener until it's not. Dude. That's what I would worry about. Even my family was in Bombay for almost 40 years. My grandfather was central government employee. There's nothing like it, isn't it, Tambaran? There's nothing like Bombay if you live in the right area, dude. Everything is so nearby. You can walk everywhere. There's so many options for everything. It's brilliant. Beside England, I consider Manchester United as an entire different entity than England. I kill all my love for my players when they. Jesus. Okay, Rhythm, relax, bro. Even it pisses suitors off because they have to face him. They were settling in Goa when I'm 40. How old are you, Jerry? Let me think about this while Lala comes over. Then we'll ask him some fun questions today. I have some fun ideas. Ooh, the UFC is live for a pre-fight press conference for next week for UFC 321. It's in Paris, no? Nice idea. Aspinall gone in France makes sense for the press conference. So don't like India's country in World Cup or Euros, or they have done to us. Yes, allow cup from another country. In fact, support Germany in World Cup because of Kroos. That's an interesting take, Footwas. It's an interesting take. I want to go to sports. What is the best place to go? Europe, France, Spain, Netherlands, England, Germany. Don't want to go to America. The thing about America is there are so many mainstream sports. There's so many mainstream sports. Like when you see the list of like the top richest players, like what 30 of them are like, if there's a top 50 list, 30 of them are like baseball, NFL, and basketball. I would say you'll have to do some research on sports management colleges. Mistake. It's impossible to tell you it like this. It wouldn't be right. I don't know, but club will be sold within 2 to 3 years minimum. You think so? Most people don't know how to pronounce the name. They call me Goyat. Bro, the number of people in my life outside of like people who aren't from Bombay or Goa have pronounced my name wrong. You would actually be really surprised because the best part is it's NA and AN at the end, and only the TH is the difference. And yet they do all kinds of madness to my name, dude. All kinds. They've called me Nathan. They've called me Nathan. Called me Nathan. I've just given up after a point of time. I was like, you know what? We'll just move. I've seen him on many of Mogwai's live stream now, trying to join the live stream. So love from Toronto, from the six, maybe. Love from the six, bro. Canada, Toronto, Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver looks so nice, dude. Banff. Don't like bears though. Don't like bears. Don't like anything wild, to be fair. Koala bears actually are fine. Who doesn't like a koala bear? Fun fact: Messi is just 21 goals away from 900. Fun fact, Anmol. Fun fact: Cristiano's 50 away from 1,000. But I get it, man. That is pretty cool, actually. To be fair. World Cup Red. Do you remember? Watch the doc. Nah, man. Leave that alone, dude. 1998. You mean 1999? 1998 World Cup. That's right. Yeah. Sorry. Hope this international break extends. I need some time before I start scratching my head watching our team play. You're 20. What is Goa going to look like in 20 years? You're going to have to play that one by ear, my friend. I'll be honest with you. Jerry, by the way, for the record, I don't know if you've said it or not. I know you said you stay in Bangalore. I don't know if you are from Karnataka or you're there to study. But if you want proper vibes in about 20 years, I think moving to the outskirts of Bangalore itself will be good enough. Because Goa is not going to look like Goa in 20 years. At least based on what I have seen recently, that's what I think. There's Punjabi Munda Lala. I don't know, Valence. I don't know. Valence, any suggestions for Kartikeya for the south of Goa? Do put it in the chat, please. I also thought the Blue Co was doing shit show, but look at them, the talents they're signing and saying, yeah, but it's killing football, isn't it? A little bit. Swap. Oh, yeah, it is. The shopkeeper was watching us and we were saying to the uncle, don't buy City Joy because that club which wins championship. Uncle was like, okay, beta, I understand. Okay. There'll be an investment of 300 million from Saudi investor, but they demanded changes in board about 2 months ago. Apparently, Sheikh Jassim was interested in buying Spurs. Let's see. The best World Cup clip I enjoyed in my life was the header from Diego Maradona against England, knocking them out, winning it for England. Be miserable, England. Yikes. Just remind me to make fun of all of you all when we win the World Cup this year, next year. Germany is better among all the countries we list. Oh, sorry. Okay, this is for mistake. Germany has free education, best job market in Europe if you can't make it into sports. That's the Bundesliga too. There you go. Hey, Shaunak. Not entirely out, to be fair. Levy owns 29% of. He owns 29% of shares in Tottenham. I want to start a football channel. Any ideas? Well, TC, honestly, I feel like the African market is untapped. If you can do some African football, and you can do some Arsenal content because and base it with African content creators or find a group of people kind of like AFTV to do it with you. It would show a great perspective. Um, you might have to do it in English if you want to spread it around. I'm sorry, I don't know what the local language in Uganda is. Pardon my ignorance, but you can cover a bit of African football, AFCON, and all that. And you can cover Arsenal. That would be great. Maybe have a name that has links them together. Ugandan Guna, maybe. I want my share in the profits. You use that name. Um, I think just go niche at least initially, just to help your channel, because adding another layer to your channel just benefits you. You know what I'm saying? Visit Jamshedpur. Jamshedpur is the steel city, right? Am I saying that? Have I mixed that up somehow? There's mountain rivers and also the third cleanest city in India. Fun fact: behind my house, there's a mountain in front of the river. I enjoy my tea with the view, bro. I would never leave. When I think of Toronto, I think of Drake. Six Scott. Although he's saying some mad things now, huh? He's saying some mad things on podcasts at the moment, which is interesting. Some really mad things. You know what? You know what, Jerry? I'm going to give you a controversial opinion. I think in the last 10 years, no, not last 10 years. I think new Drake music is terrible, and the old Drake music was a lot better. When he's linking up with YMCMB and Lil Wayne and Tiger, and I don't know, the new music's an acquired taste. Good evening, Palumba. Palumba is also from Africa, by the way. TC. Maybe he can agree with me with some of my thoughts. I feel you, bro. Bro, seriously. You see, both Messi and Ronaldo hit 900,000 almost the same point of time, which speaks to you who's greater. I don't know about that, dude. But yeah, it's really hard for me to understand what my South Goan friend is saying. It's really different from North Goa. It is. It is, Srinand, because, well, what do you mean? Do you think you're saying they speak English differently? I've never really noticed that, if I'm being honest. I'm from Chennai, raised in Bangalore. I think outside. I think you'll be sorted outside of Bangalore only, Jerry. Plus, I'm sure you know Kannada, so kind of settle in easier. 120 years will be overcrowded with tourists and also taxi goons. See, okay, I'm so glad we are doing this. I'm just gonna squash this taxi thing right now. Okay, Lala's not here, so I don't need this right now. God, my head's already feeling hot. That's how hot it is. I'm gonna just squash this now because this is a very strange thing. I don't like people complaining about. I'm not saying you guys, but in general, I find people complaining about this way too much. I'm gonna give you a fun fact. In the late 90s, early 2000s, the transport system wasn't as good. The interstate transport system. It wasn't. There weren't as many buses. There were few far in between. They don't have the same quality of buses like a BST has, or maybe some other states. I've only gone to Maharashtra, so I don't want to speak for other states. So, and back then, taxi renting bikes wasn't really a thing in general. To be fair, so these taxis used to take advantage, and rickshaws. By the way, another thing people don't mention is the rickshaws. The rickshaws also had the same issue, which is they don't use the meter. So the taxi union in Goa with the rickshaw union, they both agree to not use meters because what happens is, especially back in the day, things were spread away so much that people had to travel a decent distance. And back then, it was just not economical to do those taxi rides because the petrol pumps were few and far between. Everything was few and far between, basically. So what happens is they said this is not feasible. We'll run out of business, and there will be no infrastructure for the taxis, right? They weren't doing it to help us. They were doing it to obviously help themselves. So they formed a union and they did this, and the government agreed because the government did not have the ability to cooperate and create better infrastructure, or rather, didn't want to. Maybe didn't want to. I shouldn't say they couldn't. So Since the time I remember living here in Goa, foot was the quote unquote taxi mafia has been here. The thing is, right, it's just the taxi union, and it's a thing they agreed on over 25, 26 years ago. I'll tell you why it's come to light now, though, foot was. The reason it's come to light now is because Uber and Ola have come up. When there was no Uber and Ola, no one ever cared because everyone had to do this. Now there is Uber and Ola everywhere, and the taxi union has prevented the move of for Ola and Uber so far. This is the problem. So I'm just telling you like this. You can call it taxi goons. You can say it is still wrong. You can say but these things have been going on since the time I can remember, 99, 98. The thing is, it's bothering people now because now people don't want to ride a bike, ride a car. I'm just being frank here, dude. If you don't know want to either, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But people don't want to ride a bike, ride a car. People have gotten too used to someone else driving them around somewhere. And the taxi union here, you come to Goa, this is what happens. And people ask me, is this right? Is this wrong? I'm like, bro, this has been happening way before you people were born. It's just bothering you now because the rest of the country is caught up with convenience when it comes to transport. So for me, it is the same thing. And by the way, I'll tell you something even better for worse. People think that it's these tourists were going to overcharge. Believe me, for worse, they overcharge local people. They overcharge everybody. It's a myth, no, to think they overcharge only the tourists. Believe me, tomorrow if I don't have a vehicle and I go where you're going, we are both going to get charged the same price. So that's another myth. They're just attacking tourists. They don't. They are giving everyone the same price. I'm just letting you know because a lot of people have this notion like they're doing this thing, and this has been the way before. Back then, no one would complain because no one knew how to drive. Everyone would use a taxi. Everything was further and further away. Goa itself has changed. Goa itself has become more convenient. So now people don't want to do those things. But yeah. Just for the record, if you go to a place like Thailand, people still don't use a taxi. They rent their own bike and go everywhere. There's a reason for that. Because even in other places, it's kind of the same thing. You're going to get overcharged doing other things. Except maybe the places that have meters, they'll use a meter. That's about it. Oh boy, rhythm really. It was becoming expensive last 2 years to be honest, and culture is becoming regressive in certain areas. Tamburan, if I speak, I'll be in trouble. So I'll just rather read your chat. And Uncle Boughton went, then the shopkeeper asked us like that he was trying to sell Tottenham and Athletic kids because it is dead stock. And he said is an AC Milan fan and then gave us 20% discount. What is my current pronunciation of my name? Nathan. So it's like, picture you're saying thin with an A, Nathan. Seeing United on the top half of the table without scrolling makes me feel better. Maybe that's why I don't mind there's no games at the moment. Yes, thanks, Yash. The CU crowd's mad. There's a tournament of CS2, CSGO in Cologne in a big arena. It's mad. Bro, the Valorant and what is that other thing? God, I forgot what it's called. There are some crazy crowds for games I would not even spend 1 hour playing, bro. I respect it. Coming to US or Canada for World Cup next year, Yash, if I could afford to, the first place I'd actually go to is Italy. I'm 4 hours into a 6-hour gaming marathon. Although I would love to join. Hope you're doing, bro. Gaming marathon. What game? KV. Do follow KV, by the way, guys. He's a Reacts channel, but he also does Arsenal content because he's an Arsenal fan. That wasn't clear. To one open channel, but I've already thought of a name. With this, it's not gonna do. I don't think that's a great idea. Destroy. I see what you're doing there. Mangeshi Temple. That is beautiful. Mormugao Fort, Palalim Beach. There's so many, but the thing I myself have not explored. You know what's the funny thing, Valence? You still haven't told me where you're from. And the reason I asked you where you're from is because I also want to know places because I have not traveled to South much. And you know, Valence, here's the funny thing. I try to explain to people that even though Goa is so small, North Goa has everything you need, and South Goa has everything they need. So, unless you have family, unless you're coming for a special occasion, we don't really cross over much. And people are like, Goa's so small, why don't I? I'm like, because we don't really need to. We got everything in our own little hub. And people can't really like understand that. But I'm so glad you said it because the reason I ask you where you're from is because I also want to know places because one day I also want to go to certain place. Now, Mangeshi Temple, obviously, I've gone. I've actually gone on a school thing many, many years ago. It's a beautiful temple. Beautiful. Mormugao Fort, I haven't gone to. Palalim Beach, I've gone to, but that's so far away from Margao. It's a trek. I hope Kartikeya is here. Maybe I should. You know what? I hope he's here so he can see that. Hold on a minute. Wait. Maybe I can pin it. Give me a second. Can I pin it? Can I pin it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You know what? Let's pin it in case Kartikeya is not here. When he sees it, I shall unpin it again. How about that? Don't mind his new music, but his best albums. Take care. Tell me about it, bro. You know what's my favorite song? I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but the motto with Lil Wayne and Tiger. Oh, epic song. Dude. Have you listened to Shaggy? Of course, Yash. It's more my time music. Kap de Ram is good as well. Kap de Ram is good. You don't say oh, by the way, in Portuguese. Just letting you guys know. At last, Shopkeeper said he just doesn't give AC Milan because he can't watch his club downfall. And he said in young days he used to sell AC Milan jerseys to people. He said, "Sorry, I hate the word. I hate word." Mm. AC Milan had such a good team, man. Such a good team. Arsenal channel is a long-term game because there's always next year. Oh, Shanak. 12:15 a.m. There's Slovenia versus Sweden. Let's do a watch link. See our boy bully those Swedish frauds in Glockeres and Kisak. Isak. And someone says, Drake, the first thought in my mind are not like us. Euphoria and Meet the Grahams. Shout out to. Terrible. Terrible rhythm. Terrible form from you. Well, channel with Arsenal content will be a very, very long term game because there's. Oh, I just read that again. There are some underrated places in Goa which many people do not know about till now, and those places should remain underrated. You know what? That's all I'll say. I actually feel you are thinking Arsenal covering a bit of Premier League. You can do that, TC, but I would really recommend to grow within yourself. See, you have the benefit of TikTok as well, TC. In India, we don't have it at the moment, at least. Fingers crossed. I can rant on TikTok. Would be great fun for me. Well, I think it would be great for maybe not, but African football content. I really would recommend. It's their livelihood. It's not about their livelihood, though, Mohammed. It's not about that. It's about the fact that we should have meter rates. You should be fair because what happens is, Mohammed, is they just go and they just say a number. They just say a number, dude. There's no rhyme nor reason nor nothing. They just say a number. And by the way, Eid Miladul Nabi Mubarak, or in simple words, Eid Mubarak. I feel like I didn't say that right, but Eid Mubarak to whoever was celebrating. Konkani pronounce it different. I think mostly not Goa, Marathi influence. Yes, so maybe Valence can corroborate the story. But so in South Goa, they have something called Shashti Konkani, which is it does sound different. Yeah. Planning a Goa trips with friends in October. We're planning to go by flight or train, rent a car there. However, taxi drivers protested Loki's case, so I've decided just to drive. Listen, you there are hundreds and hundreds of people that rent bikes here, even if you don't want to rent a car. They don't protest anything of that. They just protest Ola, Uber, that kind of stuff. Because what happens is most of the rent a car businesses are run by Goan people, so they don't mind it. Real talk. If I speak, I'm in big trouble, bro. Like I really can't. I believe Valence is talking about this. I don't want to say it because I don't feel comfortable, and that's very rare for me considering all the things I call Onana. It's an interesting thing. I'll read about this. Something similar happened in Delhi. An auto stopped using it. See, that's what Karthikeya. By the way, I pinned it there. You can screenshot it or whatever you want. Those names of places Valence named for you. Um, it's been going on since the 90s, Karthikeya. It's just that the rest of India has changed. Everything's gotten a lot closer. People don't want to drive. People don't want to do fuck all anymore, Karthikeya. Everyone just blankets everything now. It's so lazy, dude. They are willing to pay 10, 15, 20% over the rates just to blink it. Now, listen, man, if you guys blink it, it's not a shot at you guys. I'm just saying people don't even want to leave the house. So now imagine that's how convenient lives become. Now imagine you can go from here to there for like 20 bucks. Here in Goa, it'll be like from here to there, you have to pay 100 bucks. There's no meter, there's no nothing. They just go, it's 100 rupees. And you're like, I don't know how to drive. I don't know where I am. So I got to pay the 100 rupees because there is no cab company here. So, yeah, this has been happening since the 90s and people just care about it now. You can ask anyone who's come here in early 2000s, they'll tell you, Karthik. I'm sure you guys are much younger than Karthik. You must be what, in your 20s, mid 20s. Anyone who's like 35 and above and came here in their 20s, maybe when they were in their teens, they'll all tell you the same thing. Assuming they know anything about Goa and they just didn't come here for a holiday. But they'll tell you the same thing I just told you. They don't even have to be from here. But believe me when I tell you, every single time, whether you're a foreigner or a local, the price will be the same. Yeah, she does. Some shots of her practicing. She's looking in great shape. Let's see if she can actually go though. The same overcharging now happening in Kolkata. No, the no refusal taxi in Kolkata charge you anything. They charge 600, 700 for a 10-minute ride, but the others charge as per meter say 57. And here's another funny thing. I was watching a vlog in Brazil recently. It's outsiders, so they're not local people. Um, they ordered an Uber. The Uber said, let's say 100 reais, which is the currency in Brazil. So they said 100 reais, and they sit in the car. And the first thing the cab guy says is that 100 reais is not correct. We're going to charge you 200. Example. And then the lady who's Brazilian, she was there. She was the boyfriend, a girlfriend of the guy whose channel it is. He's not Brazilian. She's like, why is it saying 100? We wouldn't have ordered it. He's like, that's the price now. It's not 100. So they're taking officially 100, but they're actually taking 200, and they're clocking it in for themselves. So this is happening even in Uber drivers, rideshare drivers. If it's happening in rideshare drivers, why is it such a problem? It's happening in Goa. It's because people don't want to. The real answers is because people don't want to do it themselves. That's not an excuse for overcharging people, but the reason it's bothering people is because they're so used to someone else doing something for you. Connection, that's okay, Ayush. No problem. Yes, you read that. Perfect. You got it. Just wanted to ask, do people who have easy access to Portugal? It's not about easy access, dude. There are criteria, and it's not nothing is easy. You still have to get past. It's not like America where if you're born there, you get it. There are some criteria. Visit Kutch and Gir National Park. Find a white desert, bro. The Gir lion, the Run of Kutch Sanctuary. Not like us, but Kendrick was like going ballistic today, Nathan, because you know why? Germany lost. So it's okay, dude. It's okay. Don't have to be that mad. Lala's running a little late, guys, so do bear with. Don't worry, we'll bother him when he's live and he joins us. New Kendrick is shit, mainstream and annoying, but old Kendrick is art. Exactly. I don't know. Something's happened. Something's happened at some point of time. Something has happened at some point of time where music has just become boring. Now, I don't know about you guys. Drizzy Clear's overall hits, yeah. Overall hits, yeah. I mean, you have to be a real hater to not admit that. I don't really care enough to be a hater, to be honest. I don't. Uh, let me put it this way. I found American music so boring and since 2018, 2019 that I just listen to British hip hop whenever I'm free. Now I just do podcasts normally, but I listen to like more British music. My favorite artist is actually M. Huncho. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a trap wave artist. Trap wave is a completely like nice. I think it sounds nice at least. Way of music. You watch cricket favorite team? Oh boy, it's time to trigger a few people. Watch along confirm? No, Mystic. No watch along, bro. No watch. I'm free, man. I'm free for the next 9 days. Anunai, wait. I assume we're talking about IPL. If we are talking about international, obviously India. Um, Mumbai Indians. Mumbai Indians. Is goan alcohol adulterated? I mean, it can be. It can be. Not really though. It definitely can be. To be fair, if you're a tourist in Goa, you're anyway spending big money on alcohol, stay and stuff, might as well spend 100, 500. But I'll tell you one thing, Jerry. You're only spending big money on alcohol because you're going out to drink. Goan alcohol is considerably cheaper than most of the states in this country. People want to live it up and in the club, bro. You're paying 10 times the price in the club. That's the cost of trying to be fancy, bro. It's not even about being a tourist. See this now. Look at this. Look at this. This always happens on StreamYard. See? I'm literally looking at the camera. Now, if I do this, where's that? You know what? That normally works actually. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so the people are just trying to show off, bro. It's actually really cheap to get a drink here. The current mainstream Kendrick is not good, but his album on Drake was good. So shopkeeper said to my friend, why the F are you buying a Nicholas Jackson on 80 million? He also told he used to read transfer news on the sports magazine. He said that United downfall. Yeah. When I first came to Bangalore last year, I faced a lot of issues. The autos on the road charged me 300 for 2-3 kilometers. I had no idea if this was reasonable. So now I always book Ola Uber. That's what we do even, dude. The iconic black and yellow taxis have been removed in Bombay. So now it's just Ola Uber. Lala betrayed me? No, dude, he just messaged me, actually. Nepal going back Stone Age, YouTube ban, Insta ban, Facebook. Can someone tell me why is there a ban? Like 3 people from Nepal have come. I have many subscribers from Nepal, but no one's actually told me why. Love to listen to Divine, but don't know what's happened to him now. Divine's not the same anymore. I'll tell you what, they become rich and then the music ain't the same anymore. We don't buy world class midfielders, he said in his college days. Scholes used to play. We were like uncle open a podcast channel, man. YouTube creator would like to collaborate you as he told us days are over. He told us days are over. Today Isaac plays. How do you rate Isaac? He's a bit of a shithouse, dude. I don't like how he handled his transfer personally. Can be injury prone, but very talented player. Gotta just take care of him. Who's my favorite cricketer? As a kid, there was a sign in an advertising package for a I don't remember which tournament, but now I think it's just part of advertising packages in general, which is it's a famous saying and I agree with it. If cricket was a religion, Tendulkar is my god. Hope I answered your question there, Yash. And I'm planning a Goa trip from 1 year now. I always cancel last month, go on legacy. I'll tell you what, Suraj, if you're doing it alone, just go. If you call way too many people and someone cancels and you cancel, just go. Just go anyway. Today I first went to go in 2017, then again in 18. The amount of money you spend on alcohol is great. Bro, where did you buy this alcohol from, dude? Local people? Like local, like you went to like a supermarket, you have to go to like local wholesalers, dude. You can get, I mean, I don't think everybody still tells me alcohol's cheap. I don't really drink, so. Cockney songs are so chilling. You listen to Godazzo Power song, cost it. The old school songs are beautiful with it's very jazz vibey. My grandfather used to leave it on in the background all the time. We'll go to Goa for partying and drinking, and one obviously cannot drive after that, of course. That can be an issue. He's coming, Vedang. He's coming, I think. Alcohol in Goa is actually cheaper, yes, but they mix a decent amount of water and vodka. भाई नेमार की न्यूज़ देखी, वो बिलियन बन गया. This I have to see. He's already terrible without being a billionaire. Neymar has reportedly inherited 846 million pounds from a billionaire's will. Coach still need to clear it before Neymar gets the fortune. What? The Brazilian businessman who never met him admired his family bond and chose him as heir. Does he not know Neymar has money? Try local Goan food too and met some really crazy Goan vehicle rentals. Goan guy beat up a Russian black and blue in front of me. What local Goan food you tried, LJ? I have a feeling you haven't. It depends on what kind of local Goan food you're talking about. There are many kinds. Nepal people, the border is not that far. If you know, you know. Current favorite. Current favorites a lot more difficult. I find the new generation of them a bunch of ad merchants, to be honest with you. Everything's an ad now. I'll still go with Bomra. Last 2 years ago, Divine dropped a good album. It's like crazy too, but at this point, he's dropping mid tracks. You know what, Valence? I have to say, I'm surprised you listen to Desi hip hop. There's not a lot of Goan people I know that actually listen to Hindi music. Respect. What the F is wrong with Nepal? Just because these social media companies are not registering in Nepal? Oh, is that why the ban's there? Interesting. I agree on the gold and alcohol brands. I love Amrut and Paul John. The Nepal government banned it because these companies did not comply with the Nepal policy, and they also did not register them. More details will come out later. Interesting what these policies are. Apps are not registered, so everything's getting banned. Platform like YouTube is so crucial for learning. It's a second teacher, man. What's going on? You're gonna have to VPN, my friend. It's the only way out. Is Goa fun alone? I'm someone who likes being with people rather than being alone. Bro, Goa is the best alone, bro. Peace and quiet. People come from the hectic places to Goa because it's not. A lot of people, depending on how old you are, Suraj, so I don't want to speak for you, but depending on your age, a lot of people come to Goa because it's quieter. No football this week, Messi. No L this week. No L's, bro. No L's. We're just living out here today. That's it. I have a Nepalese friend. Is it Nepalese or is it Nepali? I always used to say Nepalese too, actually. He says it's Chinese influence. They're going to introduce Chinese apps or something. Oh boy, here we go. Happening. Happening. Do you think AJ Lee is returning W? It's confirmed, all but confirmed, Suraj. This Karnataka Goa state bus drivers are crazy. Always a helmet on scooty. One girl was killed. One had a leg break, a separate accident, although she was learning scooty in Goa. Yeah, this is not the best place to learn how to drive because we don't really have traffic rules here. Namaste, Hisham. Also, he said he doesn't like buy interkits because of the club rivalry. Makes sense. Me and my friend were really flattered, and we are thinking this uncle is somewhat living his dream life. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, the Shacks and Goa closed and opened during October, November. So, Jerry, the thing is, the shacks don't open just like that. They don't open because the rain stops. They open when the charter flights used to start coming in. So basically, the government of Goa used to put it on the papers when the chartered flight season would start opening, and people would get ready in time for that. Now that we have domestic tourism, I think they should definitely be open, and they are definitely going to be open in November. When in October is the question, because it also depends on the rain, right? Because the rain affects those shacks. Those dried coconut leaves that they put over the shacks and on the beaches, especially, they can't get wet. They'll crumble. So people have to really, really make sure it stops raining most of the time. Malus prefer Goa for New Year and Mahi for just chilling. Mahe, for just chilling. Alcohol is cheap there too. Interesting. The solo traveler, what do you recommend in Goa? I recommend you to, if you eat everything Suraj, I hope you know what that means. I don't want to be offensive to anyone, but it's the truth. If you eat everything, I would try Konkan food. I would try Goan Portuguese food. Um, I would go to Goan bakeries, try out the Goan Portuguese influenced pastries. I'd visit a bunch of churches. I know people say churches are boring, but believe me, brother, you don't. Our churches go band for band, as Central C would say, band for band with any churches in the world. Just a lot of, honestly, just a place to wind down. Get a nice Airbnb, you can wind down. I know Airbnbs are expensive, but get a nice Airbnb to wind down, and it's beautiful. Cuisines popping here. Last year alone, 21 Japanese new restaurants opened up and down Goa. There's no lack of cuisine here. There's no food restrictions here in Goa. What else could you do? See, it all depends on what you like, even Suraj. I can't really recommend anything to you. For me, I'm a low key guy. I enjoy a good meal. Maybe go out with my friends and have a good meal together. I enjoy the quiet. So maybe a sundowner at a shack or a restaurant with a sea view. I enjoy going and seeing old things. So churches, museums. There's a museum of Goa. If you're interested, and you can go see that. If you're really interested in Goan culture, because partying is a very new thing to our country, to our state. No matter how many people tell you differently, it's very new. So yeah, will I able to get these Portuguese influenced bakery items South Goa? Of course, Karthik. Come on. The south of Goa basically is holding it down for the rest of Goa. That's all I'll say. I'm just not trying to get in trouble today. It's supposed to be a chill stream. I'm not trying to say anything controversial, or I'm trying not to, at least. Hey Anirban, hello, good evening. But driving Bangalore will take 10 years off your life. Traffic is diabolical. Yes, my aunt lives there. I've been told the problem. We'll take a Messika Choda, Uncle soon. Tito's Lane. Yes, I can't do this, bro. This I can't do. If I met you, I would never go with you to this place. I'd never go. I can't do it. It's unbearable. Been to Spice Mantra? Really love the food there? No, I haven't. Where is that, Anirban? I've never. Basically, Bon Jesus, I still remember it was 2010, 2011. That time I was just 9 years old. So I went there in January this year because the exhumation of St. Francis Xavier is there. So I went there. We went there for the pilgrimage. Um, St. Francis Xavier is a very interesting take. A lot of people don't know about it, but let's just say it doesn't just let's just say, especially back in the day, not only Christians believed in him. Let me just put it that way. Look at me, man. Look at me. I'm becoming a PR merchant. Hey, Glazers, hire me for the Indian division. Christian would like to visit, at least go 4-5 chases while and go, bro, cherry. Believe me, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. South Goa churches are just as good as North Goa. Wherever you're located in, there's not a church far away. You'll have a great time. You know what I would recommend, Jerry? I don't know if you go for mass and all, but if you really want to see the inside of a church, go for an English mass when you're here. Because it's opened out. You see everyone, you see the vibes, that kind of thing. Open to every kind of food except a beef because of religious reasons. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, dude. The south of India is very interesting about this kind of thing. So I don't want to like offend people because it's the truth and people don't want to admit it. But you can definitely, I mean, you can get non-beef options for a lot of the Goan Portuguese foods as well. It's just a matter of, okay, let me see. I'm a foodie. I originally would have loved to open a food channel. I don't know if India is the best place for that, to be frank with you, but I would love to do it. So I'm just going to speak to you plainly, like you're my friend. I'm thinking of how to say this. So listen, I'll just say it. If people don't like it, I can't do anything about it. If I like to be honest with the people who watch my content. I don't have any desire on being political. So I'll just put it like this. You know how people say the word authentic? If we are going to use the word authentic, then there are certain foods that people who are, let's just say, not Christian can't eat here. And people will say that is okay, but they also want to eat authentic food. So let me put it to you like this. Imagine if I go to Lebanon, I'm a vegetarian, and I go to the best shawarma. It's pronounced shawarma. Pardon my pronunciation again. I'm trying. And I go to that guy who's been there for maybe 100 years and go, I want some authentic shawarma. You'll be like, okay, chicken or beef, or lamb and beef, or lamb and chicken, whatever, right? Whatever they sell them. And then you go there. I'm a vegetarian. A lot of Hindus are vegetarian in our country, which is nothing wrong with it. I think our veg food is the best in the world, and I would happily eat veg food a lot. I love dal and rice, my favorite food, my comfort food. Growing up in Bombay, I only ate dal and rice. So imagine the guy goes, "Yeah, I'll have a vegetarian shawarma," right? So and then you see those people eat it and they go, "Wow, the food is so fantastic! I had an authentic shawarma." I'm like, "You didn't have an authentic shawarma though, because the veg option is not actually authentic." What does the meaning of authentic mean? Let me write it without trying to sound like your English teacher, because some people make fun of me about it. I'll just read down the meaning of the word for you guys. Of undisputed origin and not a copy, genuine. Okay, so that's it as per Google. Let's just assume that's what it means. You are not eating authentic food. You are eating food that is alternate to the authentic food, which makes it not authentic. So there are certain dishes in Goa, Goan Portuguese side, obviously, which I think is more unique than the Konkan food, because in the Konkan food you can get the similar food in Maharashtra, Sawantwadi, in Mangalore. I think the Goan Portuguese food is, when people say Goan food, I think Goan Portuguese food, because I think it's absolutely unique to the other things, right? If you think about it from a preparation point of view, cooking point of view. Excuse me. So there are certain Goan Portuguese foods that the rest of India can't eat, because that's how it is made. And the reason it is made that way is because that is how it is originally made. So I'll give you an example. In England, they say the number one dish in England is butter chicken. I don't know if it is this year, but I think last year the number one national dish is butter chicken. Now you and I, obviously, we are Indian, we know this, right? Butter chicken is not English food. I know I'm saying obvious things here because we're all Indian people sitting here and listening to this, but the way they make butter chicken itself is not authentic. Or rather, the way they make butter chicken in England is different from the way they make it in India. Now they'll say it's because of the palates of the white people. I'm not sure. Sure. But it's still not butter chicken. It's not authentic. That makes sense. So yeah, you'll get, sorry to a long wind. I'm very passionate about food, Suraj. I love food. Um, But yes, religious reasons. Listen, man, whatever you don't eat, that is absolutely up to you. What I will say is you will get your authentic foods that you can eat even in Goan Portuguese cuisine. So you can eat those. There is a Goan dish in England. It's called Vindaloo. I don't know if Valence is still here, but he'll know what I'm talking about. It's called Vindaloo. The authentic way of making it is actually pork. There is no chicken Vindaloo. And the English, as usual, they butcher everything. They call it chicken Vindaloo. And I'm like, there's no Vindaloo, bro. I don't know where you've gone from. I don't know where you've come from, but there's no Vindaloo. Okay. The original way of making Vindaloo is pork. Now, as you can imagine, for religious reasons and other reasons, some people can't eat that. So, if you like authentic food and you have no restrictions, I think Goa is one of the few places in India where you can enjoy yourself fully, if that makes sense. Sorry for the. I get very gassed when people talk about food. Sorry. Want to try crabs and lobsters when I come there. Crabs. I don't eat fish, by the way, which many people won't think I'm going. I should start tourist business. You know, Valence will reject my go-in card now. I don't eat any seafood. It's a texture thing for me. I don't enjoy it. Crabs is a great idea though. Crab shakuti starts with an X. People call it zakuti, which it's not. It's called shakuti if you're in Goa. You should try that, Karthikeya, when you're here. And still, body still preserves so well. Bro, I went for it. It was life changing for me. Fun fact, Jerry, I'm born on the feast day. So that is it was a very interesting moment for me. I've always wanted to go and I finally went now. So it's exhumes only every 4 years. It used to be a yearly thing before people try to attack the body. Um, it was a life changing experience for me. Born on the feast day in Goa as a Goan, it doesn't get better than that for you. For me personally, spiritually, it was incredible. It was incredible. Where exactly is that Ronaldo statue? I still don't bloody know where that Ronaldo statue is. Give me a second. Where is that Ronaldo? It's in Panjim, I think. Ronaldo statue, Goa. Where is this Ronaldo statue? Fed up of people asking me this question. Not fed up of you asking me the question. I'm just fed up of where, not knowing where it is. It's in Kalangut. Damn, I haven't gone to Kalangut in ages. My bad, guys. It's in Kalangut. That's actually really close to me, and I will never go see it because I don't see the point. It's in Kalangut. It's actually really close. It's in north. It's in the north. It's in a popular tourist place called Kalangut. I wouldn't go there though. It's really overcrowded. Germany plays like this, they lose their next match against Northern Ireland and will not qualify 2026 World Cup like Italy. Wouldn't be surprised. It is slowly becoming like Amitabh Bachchan. Ek baar to aa jaye Goa mein. I mean, listen, man, you can come. You can come, but just keep realistic expectations of everything. What people show you on Instagram is nonsense. Thin beard. Eid Mubarak, Zakaria. Eid Mubarak. Spice mantra is in Kandulim. The chicken kafrial is too good. So, to answer Suraj's point that this is Portuguese food, chicken kafrial is authentic. So, if you order chicken kafrial, fantastic. We'll definitely go during service and experience church there, bro. It's a vibe, man. It's a vibe. Don't go for Konkani though. You won't know what they're saying. Although that is the original vibe, as you can imagine, because we are going. You have Nate the Foodie and Foodie Nate as your channel name. You know what, Yash? Frankly, I'm going to just be honest here because I don't see. I'll tell you one thing, guys. I just don't want to lie to the people who spend time watching me. I just don't want to. I don't want to do it. I'll be very frank. Menak is saying be very careful. Be very careful of what? What are we talking about? I'm confused. But I don't want to lie to you. So basically, I have a very close friend who's an influencer. I don't want to take a name because it's not right. But she is not a Hindu, right? And when she eats food that hurts other people's sentiment, she gets a lot of abuse and really nasty things being said to her by Indian people. She's an Indian. Um, so I don't really know if I would want to do it or not, to be honest with you, because of what she told me. And it's really sad because food's meant to be eaten. It doesn't have everyone doesn't have to agree with it. There are food Hindus eat that Muslims don't eat. Catholics eat that Muslims don't eat. Catholics eat that Hindus don't eat. I think I think if you don't like it, you don't have to watch, but don't curse someone. People are working hard, they're passionate about things. Don't deter people from living their life. You just don't have to do it, you know? If you guys came to my house and, for example, you didn't eat beef, I'd never cook beef for you because it's a respect thing. That doesn't mean I will never eat it or someone, my friends won't eat it. I will never cook it for you because it's called respect. I think people need to respect people's choices of what they want to do. It's their money, it's their life. They should be allowed to do what they want with it. Hmm. I don't know. And I still don't know what Menak's talking about. Be very careful. I'm sorry. Please remind me. AJ Singh, pause. Nate, the foodie net. I'd think of a really fun name to do it to. Many movie shots and shot and go according to you has captured Goa the best. Sarke is Kabhi Ha Kabhi Na. Honestly, dude, I don't like Zindagi Na Mile Dobara. Na Milegi Dobara. Because they ruined my local area, turned it into a tourist hotspot. It's really inconvenient for the local people. It's really sad. That road has been there forever, and it used to be an absolutely empty road, Anirban. Absolutely empty. In fact, that would be a shortcut to cut through to other villages. Now it's completely ruined. People have converted their fields into parking lots to make money. Just Goa is not really built for that kind of stuff, if that makes sense. It's not New York or Switzerland. Also, he showed us a photo of him and his wife. Image in San Siro, live watching a match against Roma. He said that this club doesn't do good transfers anymore and said United did good business this year, last year. Wow, he went to the San Siro. That's a great thing before it gets knocked down. I think next year is going to be knocked down. Have you visited the Northeast? Believe me, this is a heavenly place for tourists. You know what, Suraj? All I've heard is nice things, contrary to what news might tell you. But yeah. It's not even that, Jerry. It's apparently it's part of the culture in certain parts in South India. That's what I've been told. Understand if you're totally bound by religion, I respect your beliefs, but an option of food should never be prohibited. It's not for me to say, Jerry. I think people should just live their life. In England, it's lamb. It's like sheep meat. It's not like India. Yeah, lamb and sheep is very different. Yeah, so there's lamb. It's all different stuff. Like for example, if you guys have eaten a souvlaki, which is like a kebab in Greece, they make it out of lamb. They don't like make it out of chicken and paneer. But here in India, they'll make it like out of chicken and paneer. I'm like, bro, that's not authentic. You're just eating stuff to eat stuff. It's not really authentic. Please open a food channel. I really enjoy watching it. As a kid, I used to watch a lot of food shows. That's where I actually got my inspiration from, Karthik. My favorite person to watch cooking food. My favorite person to watch cooking food when I was a kid was Jamie Oliver. I absolutely loved it, and I think my love for Italian food came from Jamie Oliver, which ironically is an Englishman from Essex. And it was Jamie at home, and he had his own garden. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but it's epic, bro. He has like 40 different vegetables in this garden. He has a gardener to make sure it's growing right. He has fruit trees all on his like little estate, and it's connected to his home. And he'd have like a gardener like making sure everything's in order, and he would literally pull it out from his garden and cook it, man. I love that show. Tambaran Singh, come to. I also don't eat beef, but you get pork and beef, and most of that you speak out, man. So I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, Tambaran. This is not that kind of thing. I just want to be honest. It's not about that. It's just why annoy people? Like some people don't understand that concept. Yeah, man, Brits are dumb. Brits are not dumb, Suraj. They just don't really have a good cuisine. I have to be honest with you. I'm not trying to take shots at Britain. I don't need to. Their own people do it all the time. They just don't have really good cuisine. They don't have really good cuisine. That is why their national dish is butter chicken. It is what it is. Indian food's one of the best. Facts. Crab Shakti, keep in mind. Very nice. Dahi Jol Momo try karo. Okay. Have you visited? I have not, Mohammed. I've not. I have not. But my friend went there once and she told me she went outside of the. Oh, Jesus, is not called Qutub Minar. What is the. What is the. What's happening to me now? Why am I drawing a blank? She basically went there and ate a lot of like kebabs and stuff. She said she enjoyed it. Damn, how am I forgetting what it is? What is the. Oh, this is normally the thing I enjoy the most. Now I've totally drawn a blank. Is it Charminar? No, Charminar is not in Hyderabad, is it? What's happening to me? I'm drawing blanks here. Why the F? What the F? Why is Gautam Gambhir playing football? Because you have to pass your time somehow, Suraj. You have to pass your time somehow. Kalangu and Baga, Papa, and Baga overcrowd mostly a lot of fun. See, they always had foreigners, Jerry. But I'm going to paint a picture for everybody that has never come to Goa. So Kalangur and Baga are actually villages. So the roads in Kalangur and Baga have remained unchanged for hundreds of years. When I mean unchanged, I mean the width. It was designed for bullock carts and cycles and people walking. So today, because you can't break people's houses because you want to build a road, because it will be absolute chaos and they'll have to do it in the whole village, and that's never going to happen. It becomes overcrowded because more people are coming in, but the roads are the same. I wouldn't recommend driving there. Take a cab. Take a cab if you're going there. It's a nightmare to drive. There's no traffic signals. It's a nightmare to drive. I wouldn't go. No wonder I didn't see Ronaldo statue. I thought it was in the south. Kalangu, no chance. Also watched F1 races and doesn't watch motorsport. When Ferrari F1 race at this circuit, the whole country leaves football and supports Ferrari like a religion. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Hey, Lal. Sorry, I didn't have the thing on, so
I'm really sorry, yaar. We have to do this again. I'm really sorry. I just got done with
it's
my
all
call.
good.
Ab jaake, yaar.
It's all good. It's all
No,
good.
no. I'll tell you. I planned it. My time 10:30. I started my calls around like 6 a.m. ठीक है? 10:30 सब काम हो जाएगा, and I'll get a break of 1 hour easily. I can take a shower. I can do the stream. I can eat breakfast on the stream as well. कॉल खत्म होते मेरे मैनेजर का कॉल 1 घंटा बैठ के उसके बाद 1.5 घंटा बैठ के Ayush, we have to do this tracker, we have to create this tracker, we have to send this to leadership. मैंने कुछ खाना नहीं खाया है. I haven't eaten any.
No, eat na. Eat. Go get something and eat. Yeah.
I'll have a brunch now. I'll take a shower after this and
Now look at him. Now he's in America. He's going to have brunch now. Look at him. He's already becoming white. He's been there only a few years.
Hyderabadi biryani is a tough. I love biryani though. I love biryani. अब वो मटन की मिले चिकन की मिले आई हैव नो इश्यूज विद इट. आई लव बिरयानी. मैं नहाया भी नहीं हूँ यार. कब आज मैं नेतन यू आर एन एक्सेप्शन. मैं तेरी स्ट्रीम पे बिना नहाया है. और नहीं तो किसी भी स्ट्रीम किसी भी चैनल पे जाने से पहले आई डेफिनेटली टेक अ शावर. इवन इफ आई एम 10 minutes late, I go and take a shower.
No problem. Man. No problem. I mean, listen, you can still go shower if you want. It's all fine.
No.
Do you think it's lost momentum? I actually think it's picked up momentum and people are going to miss the hell out of him and eat in
Oh yeah, John Cena तो मतलब it's like childhood memories are associated with.
See, for me, I grew up with Rock and Stone Cold. So the thing about them is they didn't really retire. Like at WrestleMania 20, when Stone Cold retired in real time, I actually didn't know it was a retirement because there was like no internet, there was none of that crap. So you're not keeping track of wrestling the way you keep track of it now. So I actually never knew he retired. So when he had that match like 3-4 years ago with Kevin Owens. I was like, what's happening, dude? Like my whole life flashed between my eyes. They're doing like a street fight at WrestleMania. It was a great time. It was a great time. But the thing about John Cena is the fact that everybody knows he's retiring exactly.
Hmm.
That is going to hit like crack in a sad way, not in a nice way. Like I'll give you an example. Right now, I don't know if you watch. You said you don't watch wrestling, but there's a legendary Japanese wrestler going to retire in January. He's going to be 50, 51, I think, later on this year. His name is Hiroshi Tanahashi, and he's been
मैं
he
watch
went to
देखा है मैंने.
he went to England. He wrestled in America. He's going like to all these places to wrestle one last time. He's doing basically he's becoming president of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's retiring because he's basically taking control full time. So he's doing a full wrestling tour. Like 10 days ago, he wrestled
See,
in England.
I used to love WWE when they had proper divas in there. The divas era, the divas.
You saw how it went from yesterday to today, no? Like this, that's how it went from yesterday. He was like, "Bro, don't date your friend's girlfriend," and you know this that. Alex Morgan was nice when she was younger, and I'm like, when she was younger, and I'm thinking like, how old is Alex Morgan? I'm also scratching my head. I'm like, how old is she, dude? Like I'm also thinking, and then someone in the chat is like, she's 36, not 50. I'm like, bro, even I was wondering how old she is. Alex Morgan's going to become an icon this year in FC 26.
Leela, it was
Great.
started a German couple. Let's shut down. I've discovered us. I've never been to Goa. I've never been to Goa.
I have to come here. Look at this. Alok is enjoying his life here. I met him twice now. Uncle told me to go to Old Trafford ASAP because our stadium will not have the same. Dave, I'll tell you honestly, this is supposed to be a chill out thing. We'll begin the chill out now that Lala's here. But I'll tell you one thing, bro. If I told my mom, I'm not trying to sound dramatic, but I told my mom, if anything happens to me, you have to either take my ashes or take something that I cared about to Old Trafford, because I want my spirit to be there if I don't make it to go there myself. I think going to Thailand, going to Bali, going to all these places is great if you are travel oriented. But if you are sports oriented, you have to go to the All State Arena. You got to go to MSG. You got to go to Anfield. You got to go to Anfield. You got to go to Old Trafford. You got to go to Wembley. Got to go to the. I don't think any of us are going to make it there, but you got to go to the San Siro. It's not called the San Siro, by the way, because all the non-Italian people call it. It's actually called the Estadio Giuseppe Meazza Stadium, actually. So you got to go there. You just got to go to every place that won't exist anymore. The reason why I love Luton Town is because Luton Town reminds me of English football.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's people's shops and houses are there, and you're like walking through the
Luton
stairs
Town.
like you're in a train station in Bombay. You're walking through the stairs to go over into the stadium. It's brilliant. But now they also got a new stadium there.
Birmingham City हो गया.
Fulham is a good example. They
Fulham
managed to keep
good.
the infrastructure still old. That is great. So yeah, so I mean, listen, man, if you can afford it, I would go quick.
I just wanted to ask you. Wanted to ask me some questions, right?
I'm sorry, hold on a second. This is not a controversial opinion. Sorry to all the vegetarian
like
people out there. This is fact.
ये fact
not
है
a
यार.
controversy.
Fact है.
This is
अगर मैं
fact.
veg बिरयानी बोल रहा हूँ उसमें.
No, I was having this discussion about authenticity and the foods. Basically, some people in India can't eat certain foods. In Goa and many parts in the south, that food is openly available. So it becomes a bit of a culture shock when you go there and you see people openly eating food that is sometimes banned, sometimes, for lack of a better word, not allowed to eat. So what we were talking about is like people have this notion that they're eating authentic food, but they're not actually eating authentic food. They're eating alternative food to their authentic food because you have some kind of restriction. So you cannot call it an authentic experience. I will give the example of shawarma. You go to Lebanon and it's beef, lamb, chicken, right? It's mostly lamb because there's a lot of lamb in the Middle East. If you go there and you go, bro, I want your best shawarma. I know you've been open for 100 years. You're the best in town. And he goes, but I want a vegetarian one. I'm like, bro, this is not an authentic experience.
नहीं
You
होता.
have just, it's a fake thing. It's like, it's an
Even
Instagram thing. Look, I came to the famous restaurant here and I ate a veg shawarma. I'm like, bro,
ऐसा
it's
कुछ
not,
नहीं होता.
it's,
It's just for to
yeah,
it's just to cater to the people जो नहीं खाते मजबूरी में, like they have
yeah.
to do it. But in US as well, यार, if you have to eat good Middle Eastern food, बढ़िया सा Lebanon food, I would say Michigan is the best place to go, not even New York City.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
because majority of the Afghani population, the Muslim population is based out in Michigan. सबसे ज़्यादा it's in Michigan. So
Interesting.
best of the best shawarma I have eaten is in Michigan.
Wow. Okay.
Not even in New York, to be very honest. New York में it's like थोड़ा ना, they add that वो South Bombay vibe to it, like थोड़ा सा
But
ना.
that's exactly what I'm saying. They cater to the local fans. I was just gave them the better example of how butter chicken is like for the third year in a row, the national dish in England. I'm like, their butter chicken is not how you make butter chicken here, bro. Nobody's putting sugar in their butter chicken in North India. They'll kill you. Imagine if you're making butter chicken sweet, dude. They'll be like, what kind of psycho are you, dude? Are you trying to get kicked out of the restaurant industry? Like, what is this? Like, imagine going and eating sweet butter chicken. Dude, my cousin's from Auckland. Bro, what I panicked. Yeah, these white my cousins aren't white, but they might as well be white. They might as well be. They really might as well be. Genuinely, they came here. They they were like 10 and 9 maybe. They came here for the first time to go ages ago. And they were like, man, when in Auckland, we go to like our favorite Indian restaurant, we love butter chicken. I'm like, okay. They started eating the butter chicken they ordered here in Goa right now. Goa is not really the best for butter chicken either, but it's a lot better than Auckland. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely.
And then and then they eat it, right? And they're like, my throat's closing up. And I was like, what? And he's like, my throat's closing up. Is there nuts in this? I'm like, bro, there's cashew nuts in butter chicken. What have you been eating in New Zealand? And the guy he started going, ugh. And I thought my cousin was really going to die in front of me. His throat started closing up like in minutes. And I was like, what do they eat there? And then luckily he had his nebulizer, whatever the hell that thing is.
Mhm.
Bro, we were nowhere near home. If he didn't have the nebulizer, we were going to the hospital straight.
मेरा ये काफी मैंने देखा है, not just this is not the first time I'm hearing this यार. जितने भी बच्चे out of India born होते हैं, they have या फिर allergy to nuts, allergy to this, allergy to that. भाई साहब, the other day I was just talking to my mother. मम्मी कहती है अब जब you will be married soon, ये वो. मैं मम्मी जिस दिन भी मेरे बच्चे हुए ना, आज से 5 साल बाद, after like 5 years, 6 years, I'm gonna bring them to
Wait,
India.
how old are you?
I'm 29 right now.
Oh, you have till 35, dude. Relax, dude. Tell your mom to relax, man. Yikes.
But you know how
Oh,
mothers are, right? But I was just I'm telling my mother that कि भाई मैं whenever my kids are there ना, I'm gonna bring them every single year to India और बोलूँगा जाके वो मिट्टी के अंदर बैठ के खेलो, ठीक है? कोई sophisticated,
honestly,
you don't need to
just
be fucking
on.
sophisticated.
I think where my aunt went wrong. See, listen, I don't know how the allergy in particular works, so I can't really say anything about that.
Mm.
But I'm not joking. My mom's family is Parsi. So
Okay.
we in 2020 we came for the Navjot. Navjot is like how we do baptisms and
Mhm.
other things like that in other religions. So they came here, and every day they ate continental food because they were too scared to eat anything with even a chili in it. So they went to every franchise possible. They ordered from every franchise and I was thinking to myself, bro, this is no way to live. Like, if you don't live in Auckland and you have to live somewhere else, you're screwed. You are screwed because you're so used to eating this food that you have no palate. And that's what I blame my aunt for. Apparently, my aunt only made like continental food. Now, it depends on what you have there. Yeah, in New Zealand, most of the food is coming in. They only have like lamb, and they don't have spices and all. No, there's nowhere to grow it there. So I understand it that way, but bro, it's so important if you're having children to start inculcating whatever food you eat into their diet straight away.
Absolutely.
Straight away. I know what you're talking about, Anirban. It was in Baga. I've gone there. Beautiful. It had a lakeside view for the cafe. I know exactly what you're talking about. I read it, dude. AJ Lee is coming. Jamie at Home, it's called, Karthikeya. That's what sparked my That's what sparked my love for food. If I didn't love sports, I think I would do something in food. I think I would have a food channel for sure. We'll miss Randy Orton more than
Randy
Cena, even
Orton,
though I love.
bhai, Randy Orton, तो
Oh,
nice.
Randy Orton's looking in great shape still, yeah. After the neck issues, the back
Handsome,
issues.
handsome आदमी हो.
In that time, WWE was WWF. You're right. When Stone Cold retired, it was very much WWF. That is true. I wake up at night, lobby. I usually sleep at 8 in the morning. I have to study at night and some other things as well. I ordered Subway 4 in the morning yesterday. Listen, I'm okay with a good Subway. I wouldn't recommend you eating it regularly though. Subway in particular, because of the bread, I think you're better off eating chaat. Let me just put it that way. Like health wise, the I don't know what they put in that bread. I wouldn't recommend you eating it regularly. It's delicious,
Not
but I wouldn't
regular.
do it every not regularly. Only 12/7 Undertaker. That's another person that had to retire because his body basically. Dude, you listen to Joe Rogan?
Sometimes, yes, sometimes.
Oh, you got to listen to the Undertaker podcast. When you hear how bad his injuries were, oh my god. Him, Ric
He was
Flair, and Hogan,
Undertaker, तो यार,
all three did.
Undertaker was this near of his body giving up on him.
Bro, he said I had to get a new hip. He said I retired because I was getting a new hip. I'm out. He directly says Kenny Omega, yes, he's still in AEW. Yeah. So for all the people who are new to I think this is your first time on the channel, I think. So a little background would be great, Lala, if you don't mind. Where you came from, where you are now, like whatever you said. Just so people know what, because I don't know people. I'm giving like American reference. I don't know if anyone knows exactly what we are talking about. So it's better to, like you said,
Yeah,
Michigan. So it's better. Yeah.
I just
I just
came from my office call. That I can tell you, but yes, I'm from Ludhiana, North India, में, and
sports capital of India, right? Sports manufacturing capital of India. Knowledge. ICSE geography, dude.
Yes, you could
ICSE geography.
They say that.
Yeah.
Fortunately, unfortunately, went to the US for my masters, and every single day I have to wake up early to do some gada mazduri, and that's what I'm doing right now as well. I have a question. पूछो यार सुमित भाई, क्या पूछना? पूछो. It's a just, I don't know, horror story. यार, अगर मेरे पास रिजा खोरा, if I would have been here early, I would have done that. I'm sorry. I agree, यार. अगर तुम्हें this is like double standards, यार. Simple as that. यहाँ पे BCCI being the private organization, वो अपना पैसा देख रही है. They see at the end of the day, एक बात बोलूं, no one cares about the common people, Julian. That's my personal opinion.
Look at this guy trying to set us up, thinking we don't know what this is. Go to O Block, yeah, bro. You think I'm crazy? Go to Chicago and go to O Block just so I can get lit up by somebody's gun. Yeah, that's not happening, sir. I'm not going to go to O Block. I'm not going to go to O Block. No, there is this channel. Bro, there is this channel where the guy sits and puts a bunch of Qurans out, and he's trying to convert people from O Block, dude. And I'm like, yo, bro, what's happening right now? And this guy is like, it's crazy.
This is happening in Punjab from past 2-3 years. A lot of guys, normal, like basically, जो थोड़े are not well to do, right? A lot of, I don't know how to say this, but
you're talking about the rise in some a particular sect of Christianity, right? There are like preachers, right? Yeah, I've seen that.
And they're not doing in the right way. Like जो proper Christianity है ना.
Bro, nobody does anything in the right way. As a Christian man, I can tell you that. Like, listen.
Again, I don't know about that. इतना तो I can't comment on it. But
people, it's all done.
And converting them. चल क्या रहा है ये? उसके बाद that one pastor, he just got arrested in a
arrested. Yeah.
वो आदमी तो मतलब उसका Instagram जिस दिन मैंने देखा ना, Nathan, I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? और ये बोलता मैं हाथ, if I touch you, मैं हाथ लगा रहा हूँ, तुम्हारी सारी प्रॉब्लम है, दर्द शरीर के ठीक हो जाए. मैंने कहा भाई क्या जाए. और इस 2025 में लोग अभी भी मान रहे हैं इस चीज को. चल क्या रहा है?
Bro, this is not the best country to have that discussion about. A lot of people believe that across the board.
इसलिए I don't.
No. Listen. whatever you believe in it because you believe in it. Don't believe in it because other people tell you to.
Exactly.
I was just, as a Catholic man, one of my favorite fondest memories of in Goa was I went to Mangeshi Temple.
Hmm.
Mangeshi Temple's in the south of Goa. You walk in there, I don't know the prayers or anything. I'm a Catholic guy. I'm not going to sit there and pretend like I know what it is. I'm humble enough to just admit that I'm ignorant. I went there, no, and it was just refreshing. I don't know what's happening. I'm just there. Absolutely. And when I went there, I still think about it to this day. And I go, my God, I can't wait to go to Amritsar and visit the Golden Temple. I can't wait.
वो
I don't know why, but I can't wait. Yeah, I can't. I'm so excited, even though I'm not Hindu, I am not Sikh. I can't wait. I am so excited to go. I can't even explain. And my friends went and they said it was lovely. My friends went from Goa on a trip
वही
with their
चीज होती है,
college.
Nathan, like I would say, there was this one time, I don't know how to point this out, but एक time होता था when no one cared about this particular topic इतना, and everyone was happy in whatever their beliefs are. अब
Exactly.
ऐसा हो गया ना, मैं जो मानता हूँ वो मानो, तुम गलत हो, I am भाई, वो वाला कॉन्सेप्ट कहाँ गया? लेट लिव एवरीवन पीसफुली, जैसा जीना चाहता है जीने दो। क्यों किसी की मतलब, वो कहते हैं हिंदी में बोला था, क्यों किसी को फालतू का तंग करना है? इट्स अ हार्श वर्ल्ड, सबको कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स है, एवरीवन हैज देयर ओन स्पेसिफिक प्रॉब्लम्स टू डील विद एवरी सिंगल डे।
Yeah, of course.
Let them be. Bhai. I'll be fine. See, for me, Sumit wanted to ask na. मेरे लिए यार, I won't give any hatred to Trent. I'm done with it. मेरा वो frustration था, वो निकल गया 1-2 महीने में.
I still think his Spanish was perfect.
Oh,
For whatever
that's
reason, Ayush thought I was trolling him. I actually asked him seriously.
no.
Ayush got very annoyed. I asked him. I was being very serious about the
नहीं
question.
नहीं Nathan,
But
his
yeah,
Spanish was perfect, and that shows जो मेरी theory थी ना, no Liverpool fan agreed to me when I
it was
was telling them,
premeditated.
this is going from past 1.5 years. Trust me, मेरे को बोलते थे चूतिया बकवास कर रहा है, करने दो. That Spanish, वो accent के साथ, it takes time, भाई. It takes more than a year to basically be good at it.
He's talking about a haunted place here.
DeMello House.
Ayushman asked me what is my surname. My surname is actually DeMello Ayushman. But this house is in this house is no, that's why I saw it. I found it funny. This house is actually in the south of Goa, and believe me, it's beautiful. But I wouldn't even drive past the road, bro. That's how cursed this. I wouldn't drive past this road. Honestly, if it was
Like,
up to me, I'd walk.
what's
I
the
wouldn't be on anything moving. I wouldn't be on anything moving. I'd walk across the road. I wouldn't go on any vehicle. I wouldn't even bother. I'd be like, bro, I'm just gonna walk past this for like a kilometer. No, I'm going to stay off the road and just walk for like a kilometer.
ऐसा लुधियाना में when on the railway station, up to they are basically changing the whole fucking railway station, redeveloping it. So there was this one particular room जहाँ पे, I don't remember who used to sit, maybe a TT or maybe some other clerk. वो वहाँ पे मर गया, ठीक है? It's बहुत पुराना, like 70-80 years old story. वो वहाँ पे उस रूम में मर गया. And till this day बोलते हैं कि अभी भी his soul is somewhere going around there.
Yeah.
And that room is
I
basically
do believe that though. I do believe that though. Like when people don't meet a comfortable fate, I feel like they are waiting to like be free. I don't. It sounds like a weird sentence to say, but I believe that
no, absolutely.
it's like your life is incomplete. It was like taken away from you, so they never
Absolutely.
rest. Like
Yeah, I agree, Julian. Being a Hindu Kashmiri Pandit, I'll say this one thing. मैंने अपने घर में भी बोला हुआ है. I've said the same thing अपने घर में, and told this to a lot of people as well. कि ठीक है, मैं बोल देता हूँ. I don't care. Hinduism में ना, I would say it's a very cool religion at till some extent, but at the same time, when it comes to like visiting mandirs and stuff like that, right? The biggest of the biggest mandirs, हम लोगों में दरियादिली क्या बोल सकते हैं? What's the right word for it? We don't have that giving nature which Sikh people have, क्योंकि like brought up in Punjab na, the values, अगर मेरा इतना मैं बोलता हूँ ना, like the nature I have is because of the people I was brought up with,
Exactly.
because of the Punjabi people, and the values I have that are from Kashmiri Pandit people. But मैं अभी भी बोलता हूँ, beat Kashmiri Pandit, beat any Hindu people, यहाँ पे दिल उतना बड़ा नहीं है, like giving nature है ही नहीं. अगर मेरा giving nature थोड़ा बहुत भी
I
ना,
agree.
that is because of the people I was brought up with, and every Sikh and every Sardar I have met in my life ना, वो मेरे सबसे closest of the closest friends हैं.
I would tend to agree. I think some of the friendliest people I have met in the north have actually been Punjabis because I grew up in Bombay, so
Hmm.
there's just a lot of Punjabis there. I would agree
You know,
actually.
मेरे
Also, you know what I like about them? What I really like about them? They love to live life.
exactly.
And a lot of people think it's because they like to drink. And my God, they like to drink. Like as a Goan person, I was like, bro, they're just pouring, and I'm like, bro, like I'm here for it, but I don't want to be in the bathroom tomorrow morning here for that. Like I don't want to be there for that. I'm here for this right now, no, but tomorrow I don't want to be here for that. And they just love life, dude, and it's so refreshing where everyone is bogged down with work and society and just, bro, like Goa in what I picture Goa to be, Goa can be the best of everything.
I agree.
But if there are no Goans here, Goa will be the worst of everything because all the Goans are leaving and people don't know that.
Why?
People,
Why? But why?
it's complicated, Valence. I mean, sorry, Valence. I was talking to Valence about it earlier. It's complicated. It's complicated, Ayush. There is no nice way to say it. And I really, really don't like talking negatively about my own people because I feel like there's plenty of people who already do that. And I'm not necessarily saying Indian people. There are plenty of people who look at us negatively. In the last month, the number of civic sense videos I've seen on YouTube is shocking. I'm like, bro, you just realized we don't have civic sense. I'm like, you just realized that you just
ये
like
तो
walk down the street and just realize that,
public
bro. It was crazy. My YouTube is flooded with people complaining about civic sense, and I'm like, hold on, what has happened all of a sudden? Where did everyone just wake up from when they realize we don't have civic sense? Like people are just so frustrated all of a sudden that we don't have civic sense. I'm like, bro, this must be some algorithm shit because this has been going on for like 2 decades now. You're
Absolutely.
you're you're either trying to make money from this, or this is some kind of scam you're trying to do here. Like I will just say it like this, dude. Goa, if you don't have your own business, the income is nowhere as good as even the neighboring states. Let's not even talk about the rest of India. Neighboring state, we are surrounded by
Hmm.
Kerala, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh. No, we're not really surrounded by Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. It's not even close. Like it's not even remotely close to these states. Like it's not even measurable. So people have to leave. And then what happens is people from other states that are rougher, more crowded, come here.
Mhm.
And they change the dynamic of Goa because they are not Goan, they are Indians. They're not Goan. They don't know the culture because they never lived in the culture. Like how you said with your experience of Punjabi people. So what happens is if all the Goans leave, then if the majority of people are not from Goa, then everything changes here. Everything changes here. It's not just the
Absolutely.
culture itself. There was so I do a Christmas business. I don't know if you noticed that's actually a Christmas tree that I decided to keep year round. So
Mhm.
that's like a wired based Christmas tree. I think you can see the star above there, up there.
And I can.
So there was like an old lady. So we are out in the market. I do a Christmas decoration business. So we are out in the local market for like 15 days during Christmas time. That's why I'm kind of busy in December. There's this old lady that has been selling fruit there since independence. So since 61, because Goa independence was after, she's been selling fruit there for her whole life, basically. And she was telling us the village she lives, which is nearby. She lives right next to a Catholic person, and they celebrate all the festivals together. Like they are in
Mhm.
each other's house for everything. She's saying, but now where I live, outsiders are coming, and outsiders don't even want to mingle with us. So there
Hmm.
is a divide in a village. There is just a divide as more and more people come in, because they come from a
Absolutely.
different way of doing life.
Exactly. They don't
Yeah,
know वहाँ का हिसाब किताब, what exactly is the day-to-day ways and the values
exactly.
they have and the connection they have.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, right?
And they don't want to, because when you come from cities, you're so into your own life, you don't want to walk around going, hey, what's up, what's up to everybody. You're not really interested when you come from a hectic life.
Absolutely.
So what happens is, yeah,
Uh,
that's what we do here, Sumit. Like, if you don't have your own business here, like, everybody's leaving. Ask Sumit, you should ask your mom, I mean your aunt, if she lives like in a
yeah,
village
that
area.
this is a nice comment. But since we are talking about civic sense, I would love to know his opinion. Yes, Mr. Chetan. एक बात बोलूं, I thought that being in US, a lot of Indians might have improved their civic sense, might have improved the habits. Bhai, I would say that is fucking, they have fucking downgraded themselves. मैं अपनी
They go
swimming,
crazier there because society doesn't impact them the way it does here if they go crazy.
exactly. And you know what? Right now, भी गणेश चतुर्थी चल रहा है, and भाई, see, India में गणेश चतुर्थी means a different meaning.
Yeah,
US में it's a different meaning. ठीक है, you have to take
yeah,
a lot of you have to file a lot of applications कि हम ला
yeah.
सकते हैं in public में,
Permissions.
you have to do it, a lot of permissions from police as well अगर वो ढोल नगाड़ा लेके आना है. But if they are allowing you to do this, like वो ढोल ताशा वगैरह जो
Yeah,
होता है, again you can do that in a specific manner जहाँ पे majority of the Gora people are not getting pissed off at
yeah,
it. Because at the end of the day, you have to realize that ये तुम्हारा soil नहीं है, this is not your country. Even if they are allowing you to do this, in a way, we not entirely, but in a way, we should be grateful as well. They कि आप US में they are allowing you to practice your own religion in that particular way, उतने खुला होके basically, right? कि तुम ढोल नगाड़ा कर पा रहे हो, तमाशा कर रहे हो. इंडिया में इट्स फाइन वो रात के 12 बजे तक गाना चलाना बिकॉज ऑफ गणेश चतुर्थी, लोग पिस ऑफ होते हैं, बट इंडिया में बोल ही नहीं सकते. बोलने जाएंगे
yeah,
अरे तो भगवान की बेइज्जती कर रहा है,
yeah,
लोग इस पे आ
yeah.
जाते हैं. बट यू कांट डू दिस इन यूएस. यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट उसके बाद फिर तुम्हें कोई गोरा आके इफ ही और शी से समथिंग टू यू लाइक हमें रेसिज्म हो रहा है, you call that upon yourselves, as simple as that.
Yeah, also the thing is, we have rules here, no one follows it. That's another thing people don't like to take into account. Like, there are cities where they go 10 o'clock, you're cut off. And you're cut off. That's it. Here they're like, no, no one's gonna say anything. Otherwise, we'll beat up the police, we'll beat up whoever stops us. I'm like, bro, you're not making us look good.
और फिर यही
Like,
लोग होते हैं नेथन, दीज आर द पीपल हु जब वो इंडिया से बाहर जाते हैं, अरे यार हमें इंडिया से बाहर जाना है, यहाँ नो
yeah,
वन फॉलोज रूल.
yeah,
जो तुम खुद नहीं अपना रूल फॉलो करते हो
yeah,
जब तुम यहाँ होते हो.
of course.
व्हाई वुड आई लाई व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू बी इन इंडिया, मैं भी खाया फेंक दिया सड़क पे. आई वाज
Yeah,
वन ऑफ दोस एज वेल. बट
of
अभी मैं
course.
जब वापस गया, आई रियलाइज दिस इज नॉट द राइट वे. मैंने भी अपने आप को सुधारा, एंड इसमें कोई लाइक देयर इज नो हार्म इन एक्सेप्टिंग दैट आई वाज रॉन्ग. नाउ आई नीड टू इंप्रूव माई सेल्फ. सिंपल एज दैट. अगर ईच एंड एवरी सिंगल पर्सन जो खा के बॉटल फेंक देना सड़क पे या रैपर थ्रो द रैपर ऑन द रोड, अगर वो एक एक इंसान भी रियलाइज करे ना, आई शुडंट डू दिस, उस उतने उतने ओनर्स की वजह से ही कितनी सफाई हमारे देश में होने लग जाएगी. वी वोंट इवन रियलाइज दैट भाई.
I mean, listen, yeah, I think I was blessed to grow up in a time when I grew up in Bombay, because it has taught me to live with all kinds of people. I don't know. I always look back at my time in Bombay and going very blessed. If I lived like in a smaller city, in a smaller village, I'd have such a narrow way of looking at life. And I feel very, very grateful, because today when people like ask me about Christianity or Goa, I feel so happy. And then like when people tell me where they are from, and then I ask them how's it going over there. Like, we have subscribers from Uganda and Gambia here and Nepal, and it's so cool to learn things that unless you go there, you're not really going to learn, and all you have to do is just ask. And that's so cool. Like, yesterday on your stream, I didn't know. I thought you went to school in New York, so you were in New York. But then you said you went to University of Michigan in at Ann Arbor, And I asked you, like, because I was curious, because I knew Detroit is really violent. You can buy houses there for really cheap. Like anyone
Yes.
can afford a house there. It in the 1960s, it was the third richest country in the city in the world. Like, after General Motors, it became really bad. The downfall of So I know these things, but I didn't know anything about Ann Harbor. So then today you also told us about the Lebanese culture there. So it's like, if you don't go there, the best thing you can do is ask, because you will never know otherwise. You just won't. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
usually
I
go
think that's
same for
cool.
that, irrespective of any other country or allowance, exercising your right to freedom doesn't mean you take away someone else's. And
Exactly.
India, mein people don't realize that. That is my issue.
Bro, the first day and fifth day, I was live streaming, and I apologize to everyone in the stream. Listen, if the noise is coming off, I'm sorry. I live on a main road, I live in a village, they're coming through. And it was at like 10 and 11 in the night. I'm like, bro, these people take off to still do it in the night. Like in Goa, people take off. Huh? They don't care. They're like, first 1 day and 5 days, no, they're like, I'm taking off. You go to hell. You either accept our leave, or you take a walk. So people are, I'm like, bro, you take a leave to start your party at 10 in the night makes no sense. Like, what are you doing the whole day? Like, why take a leave if you're going to start? Do they start here at 10? There is nobody here from 6 o'clock for Visarjan. They only start at 9 o'clock here in Goa. I have not seen anyone do it publicly celebrated in daylight. And they go till 1:32,
और
bro. And there are
in
dogs everywhere. The
क्या बोलते
dogs
हैं
are getting heart attacks. It's really bad there.
in
It's
in
really bad.
short in short पता है क्या बोलते हैं that um, it's saying that वो हिंदी में एक ना कहा बहुत पुराना proverb है कि भाई इतना पकड़ने के लिए दिया बट तूने तो भाई पूरा हाथ पकड़ लिया. That's what people are doing outside India. If other governments are telling them, okay, you can do this much amount of things, ठीक है, they're like हम तो इतना करेंगे.
Yeah, what my principal used to say, you give an inch, you take a mile.
Exactly.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
Yeah. Get it, bro. Tamburan, I'm not even joking. People are taking village areas and they're taking big plots in village areas here, and they're turning it into gated communities. So you have control over the rules. You make the rules. If people don't listen to the rules, you can tell them, take a walk. We'll buy back your property. Don't do it. We can complain to the police. Everything, they are making gated communities here, no? So their little swaths of land, no, at least have some order.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But this is not how Goa is, dude. You live in a village.
But
See, the thing about a gated community is kind of what that auntie told me, who's probably in her 80s now. That actually proves that auntie's point, which is, you're isolating yourself from the people who actually live here. How are you going to learn anything if you isolate yourself from the people who live? So there has to be a balance, and the balance can only happen through public. It cannot happen through privatizing your life like this. You'll never know what it's like to be Goan. You'll never know what it's like to be anywhere in the world if you live like this. Because you're living in a bubble. It's not real. It's a bubble that you create. Yeah, dude. Canada and Australia, they've had enough. Italy has had enough. The prime minister's like, woke, you can suck my, you know what? We are going for it, bro. That lady prime minister, she's deadly. I don't know
see,
what
about
pasta she eats, bro.
I would say about Canada now. It's not Indians' fault कि
It's not
वहाँ
Indians, by the way. They love the Punjabis in Canada, by the way. Fun
it's not
fact.
that कि भाई वहाँ की governments
It's
are allowing, हाँ, you can come to the Australia, you
yeah.
can come to the Canada, right? Governments can say that ना कि भाई we are not accepting any immigrants in our country right now, but these countries are accepting immigrants. So soft invasion वाला point doesn't sit right with me. But yes, at the same time, all of the Indians जो at least Canada में है ना, now it's like they are in such a majority ना, उनको ऐसा लगता है they can do whatever they want to do. And कनाडा का सिचुएशन ही बहुत डिफरेंट है यार. वहां में जाना ही नहीं चाहता. इट्स गोइंग टू बी अनदर रैंट. बट थर्ड ईयर बी टेक सीएस स्टूडेंट,
Bro, feel free to rant. Talk about whatever you
अगर
want.
मेरे
There's
पास
no issues.
if I had decent amount of time now I would have done it. We need to do this
All good.
again.
Definitely.
Third year B Tech CS student I really would love to pursue. I would say take your time. I would say take your time, to be very honest. take your time, because right now job market is not at all good. I really want to switch jobs, but I'm not switching jobs right now because the job market is for big time. It depends upon a lot of factors. Primary factor, Trump hai, that is there, but at the same time, in what domain you to need want to do your masters? Agar CSE mein hai, is it machine learning, is it like data, whatever it is, Jerry bhai, uh, ensure that जो भी masters आप करना चाहते हो and whatever the domains you want to do in, उसकी jobs are readily and available in majority. Because यहाँ पे you have to make sure कि आपके doors are pretty much open to any of the companies you want to go in, क्योंकि there are very less companies accepting H1B applications, and then the companies who are ready to give your green card, file your green card applications as well. So you need to keep your open options pretty much open when you are here.
I
So
mean,
yeah, take
you can always marry a white girl.
if you have that much amount of risk, you can marry a white girl as well.
What? Whoa, wait. You're not sliding by past that sentence, dude.
Uh,
What does that mean? What is explain to me the risk,
I have
sir.
seen, भाई, risk तो कुछ नहीं
Explain to
है
me the
मेरे साथ.
risk.
I have seen मेरे साथ भी. I know two guys. They met American girl on Tinder. I कहा ठीक है, मतलब okay, but surprisingly it became serious for both of those guys, right?
Nice.
And eventually both of those guys ended up marrying mm, American girl. Now they will get their citizenship by the end of this year, and the whole process took just 2 or 3 years, maybe.
But they're happy, right? Like, I mean,
I don't know. I don't
Acha,
know.
okay.
How does
They're
it?
doing
How
it
does,
like
how,
they're doing it like that. Got it.
does
Understood.
that really matter? Does that really matter?
I mean, listen, dude. If
No, if you love someone, then it's fine.
what I think I'd go back to the same statement I made earlier, because my mom's Parsi and my dad's Catholic. I think I know in India it might not be the most coolest thing to say, but I think the amalgams of cultures are something that can be super, super cool if it's done correctly, if you raise your kids correctly. I
Correctly.
think there's something really, really cool about it. Like, for example, if I see so many YouTube channels, there's like an Indian guy with a Polish lady, and they get married, and then they move here, they move there, they come to India. It's like everyone's fascinated about. There's a fascination about it because a lot of people are told by society, their parents, their family, that you shouldn't do it, you can't do it. It's all about your own approach.
वो बहन
I
क्या
think.
लिख रहा है,
Yeah.
got it bro, will marry a white girl and get divorced after it. Fuck sake, वही मैंने ऐसा कुछ नहीं बोला.
We are coming. We are coming. The strategy is fixed. Oh,
Nitin,
this
I
is
gotta
very
go,
close to
yaar.
where I am.
I
No
gotta go.
problem, buddy.
I'm
No
sorry,
problem.
but
No
let's do
problem.
this
We
again.
are winding up soon anyway. I've been on for like almost 2 hours.
Take care. I'll go and
We'll maybe sometime next week we'll do it.
yes, pakka, pakka.
Thanks for
Take care.
joining, dude. I'll see you
No
soon.
worries. I'm sorry, yaar. I'm sorry for
No,
being
no
late.
problem. There's no
Take
problem. Yeah,
care.
we
Bye.
can do this again. Take care, dude. Bye. Canada stops immigration, the economy won't survive a day. But that's not an excuse, Rhythm. That is because they don't know how to expand their own infrastructure by helping the local people get jobs. That's no excuse to making people who live there suffer. Canada and the UK are doomed now. You know what, George? I'm really sad about it, bro. The UK countryside looks very beautiful, and there's no animals that can kill you on it, which makes it very quite nice to look at if you want to live there, like little farmhouse life. It's kind of cool. The weather's a lot better, although it rains a bunch, unfortunately. Government are allowing them because they're profiting with extra time. Of course, yeah, they're not doing it because they are kind people, dude, that's for sure. Are you guys watching any TV series or movies that you watched recently which you like to recommend? You know what, Rejak? This was actually going to be one of my chill stream questions, but because Lala's not here, I will give you a recommendation. Actually, forgot the name of the place they live, but it felt like a little town different from city. Vela Para is actually very close to where I am, so that's cool. At this point, if you have a job, be grateful for it. Fair enough, George. Fair enough. That's a fair point. Okay. So I have a recommendation. Now listen, it's not going to be for everyone. I'm just letting you know now. I don't want you coming tomorrow and screaming at me for recommending it to you. But there are two recommendations. One is a newer show, one is a show that's over already. So there's a new show called Lupin or Lupin. It's French. I don't know if you guys are old enough to watch White Collar, but it gives you White Collar vibes. It's Lupin on Netflix. Um, Listen, it is a slow burn. I'm letting you guys know now, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys will enjoy it. Feel free to take the recommendation, but I am just letting you know before you all get mad and think I wasted your time. It is a slow burn. It is really a slow burn. I'm not trying to be dramatic. So if you think you're going to get a payoff after like 2 3 episodes, you're not going to. But I found it quite fun. And the thing is, I listen to foreign shows with English subtitles. I don't dub it because I feel like the acting is terrible. Personal opinion. You can dub it if you don't want to read while the show is going on. So that's Lupin, Lupin, or Lupin as they pronounce it in French, or Lupin. French is really difficult to say words. But my other recommendation, if you want a faster paced show, again on Netflix, what is it called? The not the Kingdom. Wait, hold on. The Last Kingdom. The Last Kingdom. If you want a faster paced show, I recommend The Last Kingdom. Fantastic. It's a show and then it's bookended by a movie at the end, which you can watch separately if you like the show. You have that Residas, doesn't it? Tinder. I mean, listen, dude, it's really common there, Valence. Super, super common there. But yeah. Hold on, guys. Just getting a message. Sorry, it's my Duolingo sending me messages. Anyway, that's how they feel about Indians. And to be honest, a lot of people abroad are actually just proving why image is so bad. You can't disagree. I don't think anyone's disagreeing with that, Raji, but it's just not nice. It's not a nice feeling to know that. I think that's why people disagree with it. It's just not nice. WWW for them boys, bro. Come on, bro. We're not that old. We'll marry a wife. Yeah. Not gonna lie, it's a W. The yeah. Like that trucker incident states, and they legally entered the country and thought the highways work the same. Yeah, that's mad, dude. That is sad. Nathan is good for my fluent English. Bro, it's just a matter of practice, Sumit. That's it. Where am I from? Goa. Monk. Oh, I can't say that, can I? Monk. How about that? 30 people got a strategy to go to the USA. Germany, baddie better, bruv. Balance. I don't know which part of South Goa you live in that there are Germany baddies, but enjoy that. स्ट्रीट डॉग्स को भी आधार वोटर कार्ड चाहिए होगा रोड पे रहने. I recently watched You I heard is good. Penn Badgley, right? He did that weird show with Blake Lively, right? What is it called? Gossip Girl. I heard he's really good in it. Never tried, man. Both liberals and conservatives never try to expand the economic situation, so they don't have to. Yeah, I've watched Lupin. Really, thoughts, and recommend it to other people if you like it. As a nation, we are divided politically, socially, religiously, and every other sense. Most parents want to raise their kids in their own ideological. I feel very lucky, Tamburan. I can't lie. I feel very lucky. Um, yeah, just very, very fortunate. I haven't watched season 3 though. Oh, season 3 is a banger, Sumit. Season 4 is going to be short soon. Same, you enjoyed it. It is a slow burn though, right, Sumit? It is a bit of a slow burn. Sumit, where did you say you're watching from? I'm sorry. I know you said where your family is in Goa, but where are you watching from? Green career, ho jayega. No, Anirban. It doesn't work like that, bro. It's just better to do everything authentic in life. Why complicate your life? We already live in a complicated world. Tomorrow, The Conjuring last part. Really, I have to say, I do not like jump scares. I do not like horror movies. I don't. It took me forever to play The Last of Us because I didn't want to get jump scared. I still got jump scared, but the game's too good, bro. I can't lie. The game is too good, so I had to deal with it. RGFC is here. RG, what's up? No Salah winning Ballon d'Or reports, bro. He's not going to win one. RG, that you have to just come to terms with it. I don't know how he's not won one yet, but yeah, Hinge is better than Tinder. You actually find real people, bro. Honestly, like if you go there to study, you'll just find real people in the dorms and in the campus too. Like if depending on if you, for example, want to go to America, Jerry, the number of people that you're going to have depending on the school you go to, don't be scared. There will be brain dead people there too, just like there are brain dead people in every college in India. There'll be brain dead people there too, but if you go to a good college, you'll meet really smart, really good people. And who knows, dude? Life is a weird thing, man. Life is a weird thing. Can you share any horror story or paranormal experience, Rajak? The thing is, I have too much respect for the dead to mess with it. Genuinely, I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than people, but I am just too. I've heard enough stories to not ever try and mess with it. So, like, if people tell me this place is haunted, don't go there. Don't go there in the night. Don't go there alone. I just don't do it. I just don't do it, dude. I know it sounds like I'm a chicken, but it's okay. I don't want to take that chance and disrupt someone else's spirit. I don't want to personally. Khan's a great show. I watched it 2 years ago. I couldn't watch third season yet. Second season ending was great. Third season's out, bro. Enjoy. Have you watched Mindhunter by David Fincher too? Is this the guy who does the interviews with the serial killers? Because I think that is a day watch for me, Rajiv. I don't want to go to sleep before that. Penn Badgley did a fantastic job. I thought he was actually all right in Gossip Girl too. I never watched a lot of it, but I thought he was underrated in that. Obviously, Blake Lively was Blake Lively, but politics as a whole is going against everything right now, bro. It's messed up, bro. A lot of places are messed up right now, for sure. My female friend recommended to me yeah. Oh, your female friend recommended to you, Sumit. I see what you did there. Maybe that's a girl you might be interested in dating, dude. Sophisticated lady. You know what? I tried getting. I'm making a joke. Obviously, she could be just a sister to you, but uh, I tried getting my. This is embarrassing. I tried getting my mom and dad to watch it after watching it. My mom watched the first season and she's watching other things now. My dad went through 2 episodes and he's like, it's so slow. I'm like, Dad, it's not an action show. It's not an action movie. Like it's a TV show. They have to stretch it out because that's the point of seasons. It's not a movie. And he's like, I couldn't watch it. I'm like, it's really good. It's shame as the seasons go into it, it actually gets more fun. The first season's slow, man. I'll admit it, but as it builds up, it actually gets better. But you have to get through it. You have to get through it. I don't know if Rajak is going to take my recommendations, but I'm just letting you know now. It's slow. Took 24 hours to reach Goa by train. From Rajasthan. Damn. Book in advance, book in off season, and come by plane, Sumit. It's not worth your mental health, my friend. Unless you enjoy the train, then it's fine. Conjuring's already released. Are you into gaming? It might be the only thing I'm into, George, to an extent. Sejal, or I hope I'm saying your name right, Sejal. Please, apologies if I'm not. Many people get my name wrong. Do you think Lomans, I have to get his name right too, by the way, will start off the Chelsea game because Amram said everyone needs training before the minute? Sejal, I'm telling you right now, and I don't care how unpopular this is. I might be Amarim out if he starts Onana. I'm not even joking. Dude. Play Heaton, play Bindy, play, I don't know, play Eli Harrison. Do not play Onana. You are literally setting us up to fail every single time you do it. That's my thought. Last one is a masterpiece too. Shit, what? What kind of? How can you say such a thing, Jerry? Why is do shit? 2 was fun. They got out of that bloody. There was just more environments. Let me just put it that way. Why? Why is 2 shit though? 2, the other factions, it made it more fun. That's interesting. I need an explanation, Jerry. I need one. And I can't stand Cory Barlog at the moment. Neil Druckmann and Cory Barlog have annoyed me immensely. You watched Hereditary horror movie, bro? I can't do it, Srinand. Honestly, I can't do it. If you watch anime, go for Monster. Amazing story and great character building. Is that on Netflix? Monk. Who cares? Give the Ballon d'Or to Nicholas Jackson. Who really cares about that fake? Nobody cares about it, Rajiv. But I mean, sports used to be a meritorious thing, Rajiv. Now I don't know what it is, to be honest. Also becoming too political for my taste, honestly. And that's honestly why I watch UFC. I can't deal with politics anymore, bro. It's not for me personally. It's quite draining of your soul. They bring politics everywhere now. Like now the whole India Pakistan thing. I have a take on it. I have no desire to talk about it, but it was asked earlier, and I just didn't want to say anything about it. And we aren't doing anything. We half of students are freaking done with this education system. Also, climate. We all know climate change will affect us Indians more than every other country. Bro, I'll tell you one thing, Yoshikage. The one thing that nobody can take away from us, because of the climates we have in our country, we are built to live in many, many countries. Unless it snows, then we're screwed. If you live in a place like I do, where it rains like it rains, like in 3 months it covers up rain in like places where it rains the whole year, right? In 3 months we get that rain, they get the whole year. We can live there like it's nothing. If we go to places where they go, it's 35 degrees in the sun. I'm like, bro, 35 degrees on 20% humidity is shit. It's nothing. Here, right now, let me check actually, if you don't mind. What is it right now? Is this today's? Just give me a second, guys. Just checking. Just give me a second. It is currently. It is the Bluetooth on. It is currently. It's taking longer than I thought. It is currently 26 degrees and it feels like 30 degrees. It's currently 19% humidity with a chance of 53% chance of raining. Bro, it is 26 degrees in the monsoon year. We can live anywhere, bro. Just to make sure it's not snowing there. Put on a jacket and survive the 3 months. You can live anywhere. That's the good news. If you have trouble with climate change and you move somewhere else, we'll survive in most places. Why, Nathan? I would want to visit a horror place. The reason is I don't want to disturb whatever spirits are disturbed there, Aditya. That is a personal reason. I don't know why people do it. I don't know why people don't do it, but that's why I don't do it. Watch the horror story involving 11 men every week. Don't forget my weekly scares, dude. Weekly scares. Of course, you watch Peaky Blinders. Come on, bro. Come on. Of course, I have. That's why I decided to give my suggestions. I'm sure most people have watched that. You should know about these stuff. Fighting over share at this point in the middle of class and the poor left in India. Thoughts on Suarez spitting on support staff? Rajak, we have already gone through this. I'm not for it, dude. I don't know how he gets away with it. So many infractions. He just gets away with it every time by apologizing. He is the least sportsman-like person I've seen in recent history. You're not a chicken, Nathan, because you're still supporting Manchester United of seeing Onana and goalkeeping. You're a strong masochist. Yep, exactly. Mindhunter is based on that. That's a mad show, dude. It has to be a day watch for me, Rajiv. It has to be. A small, I remember watching The Grudge when it released early, and bloody hell, every night I used to sleep, the door used to make the noise, and I would hide under the blanket. Yeah, that's partly why I didn't do it when I was younger. I don't know how Penn Badgley hasn't blown up here in the industry is underrated. Like I said, dude, that Gossip Girl thing was very underrated. I'm surprised he got this huge job, to be honest. I live in Kota, not a student here. Fair enough. Do watch Kota Factory, but I would love to give it a chance. And once done, I will tell you my thoughts. Oh, fair enough. If you want something fast paced, though, The Last Kingdom is banging. To be honest, most European countries are abysmal. They won't be able to serve without immigrants, especially the surge. But that is just simply because they weren't prepared for many things. Nair, to be honest, they weren't prepared for a lot of things. There is this girl we studied together. I exchanged a few glances with a best friend. Now she thinks I like her, but actually I like the other one. Then make it clear to her, Luke. Make it clear to her. Or walk up to her, ask her if she would like to go have a coffee. And if she brings that up, tell her I was a little shy. I didn't know what you'd say. If she asks you, I thought you like my friend, then just tell her the truth. Please start Onana against Chelsea. I'll be Amorim in for life. You have Sanchez. You shouldn't be making fun of me. You know that, right? Tony Cruz plays for Newcastle. How many trophies he won, and people really know him? Come on, bro. I don't think Tony Cruz. I don't even think Tony Cruz would play for Newcastle. He just retired straight out, dude. He didn't even do the Podolski thing where he went back to his country and played in the Polish league. He just said, I'm out. Things generation not really good at slow burn shows. They instantly want everything, but shows like Lupin takes time, but they hit so hard when they're supposed to build up was worth it. I couldn't say it better myself, Sumit. I couldn't say it better myself. Honestly, it gave me Sherlock vibes. It's the show that I recognize Benedict Cumberbatch by. Obviously, everyone knows him as that Doctor Strange character. Or if you the first time I ever saw him was in an Oscar-winning movie called Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Don't watch it because I don't know if people would like it or not. But the first thing I remember about him was Sherlock. Lower this a little bit. My face is getting covered by the messages. Joel dying. Oh, damn it. I hope I didn't spoil it for anyone. No, I didn't. Jerry, I hear you. I hear you. But I still think give it a chance, bro. That's what I'll say. Three could be another banger. I think if I say to the other girl that I like her, she might 80%. She says yes, so help me out. Honestly, if you like a girl, whether she yes or no, that's the girl you should ask, Luke. You should not ask the other girl because she might like you. If you don't like that girl that way, you'll end up just breaking her heart because she might actually be more invested in you and you won't be that. I would say this always, if you don't want to invest time in someone, don't lead them on because it's not fair. Because they are going to be genuine with you and you won't be genuine with them. Just because there's a good chance he'll say yes to you, but you don't want to be with her. So don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Yes, Jerry's talking about the web series. Oh, he is not Rajiv, unfortunately. Oh, I'm spoiling things. I feel so bad now. Currently watching Peaky Blinders. Oh, really? You haven't watched it yet? That's another great one. I watched Sopranos because the best TV show ever beats Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones. First of all, Sejal, I don't like that. I don't like that thing. Breaking Bad was fun. I've never watched Game of Thrones. I know. I'm a noob. It's okay. I'll live with it. I haven't watched Sopranos fully, but because when it first came out, Seja, I was really young. And it used to come out on a TV show called TV channel called Z Cafe. I don't know what it's called now. I think it's still called Z Cafe. It used to be called Z English actually back at the time. So yeah, I didn't really watch it, but I know it's good. I believe people. A lot of people say. Gossip Girl got me good memories. One of the best I saw with a girl coming over to show it to me, and then every 3 episodes resulted in many meetups. Well, you know what, Ayush? As long as you enjoyed it, no, it is good memories. Last of Us 2, like people really hate it or people really love it. Both are freaking extreme sides. Yeah, that's interesting. I just like it. I just like Last of Us. I mean, listen, dude, it as someone who doesn't like anything horror, for me to actually play both games, let me just put it that way. Go with Monster. It is on Netflix. Okay, go with Monsters. A Jamo show for people like us who like slow burn shows. Monsters not everyone's cup of tea. That's why it's an underrated masterpiece. I stopped watching anime after Naruto, dude. I couldn't commit myself to watching like I watched it before, but sure, why not? If it's readily available for me, then why not? Tomorrow, at least Portugal will play at 9:30. Last was game one and two both are good, but I didn't like the series. Didn't like the series. You know what, George? You just gave me a great question to ask everyone in the chat. Now that season one and two is done and game one and two is done, and Druckmann said there will be at least one game. I don't trust him, to be honest. He and Cory Barlog on my naughty list for Christmas. I'm not joking. There's a reason for that. I don't want to get into a video game rant, to be honest. But what is season three going to look like? Because in some parts of the season two, they are pretty much kind of caught up to the second game. He needs to put out the third game by 2027. Right? And wherever you read it, no one's saying anything about the game being made. He's saying he's agreed that he has a script for one more game. But if you think about it, the game needs to come out before the series comes out in 2027, unless they drag season three out completely. Because if you see where everything's ended in season two, they kind of have only one season left. I don't know how they're gonna do it, dude. They're going to ruin the TV show because the game's not done, though. That's for sure. Best slow burn series that I've seen is Better Call Saul, spin-off from Breaking Bad. The best web series I ever watched for me. It's as good as Breaking Bad. It's not as action-packed as Breaking Bad, but I think it is as good, Rajiv. I don't think that is unfair to say. Who do you think will have more pressure this season? It should be Arteta, Sejal, but it's probably going to be Amarim. Better to go to Old Trafford for the horror show. Gray looks good on you, bro. You look wise. Either that or I look. Listen, dude. I don't enjoy having the gray hair, but I'm getting used to it. Thank you, Jerry. You should see me with a red out beard. I don't know if you can see this. I have like a red beard. It's a great case. If you've seen me a couple of weeks ago, I look like a wild Samoan member. If you understand the wrestling reference. You say Mumbai will look like this or that till 2017. We are going through a phase that I bet till 2017 will drown. Dude, it'll be freaking Atlantis or Rapture from Bioshock. Yoshikage. It's a great point, dude. I don't really know how to answer that question. That's a great point. There's parts of Goa actually that people insist is also going to go underwater. It's kind of near the capital city. I don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of people keep saying it. Have you watched Vikings? Of course I have, bro. I watched The Last Kingdom Destroy. I just recommended it to Rajak. I don't know. Maybe you came in and out of the stream, my friend, but I literally just recommended it. You know what? Hot take. Are you ready for my first hot take? There should have been more, but with Lala here. But this is my hot take. I think for a strategic sequences, for war sequences, I actually think Last Kingdom's better than Vikings. Hot take. But I'll take it. I'll take that one. I think another slow burn show is Mindhunters. You'd like it, bro. I gotta watch that in the daytime, bro. I have no desire to listen to how serial killers kill people in the night. What are we talking about? Shows, a perception of Indians in other countries. What else were we talking about? Now we're talking about video games. We're all over the place, dude. Alice in Borderland is also good. Should we see Alessandro's Roy Keane, current Man United stays for 2-3 seasons rather than depending on Bruno? Sejal, you could do that, but who's more actually? Who you say depending on Bruno, right? But who's actually more dependable? How about that, Sejal? Think about that question. Who is more dependable? So it's a less of a matter of should we or shouldn't we, and who is actually more dependable. Sherlock the show was a bang, bro. You know what? They became so popular, both of them, that they couldn't film more of the show. The show is not actually over. They just had to stop it. Oh, by the way, another show that's a banger that I've been told might make a comeback. It's the first time I saw him. It's called Taboo. God, what is his name? Yeah, English guy. He has he Tom Hardy. he has a purple belt in jujitsu, dude. He just showed up like looking randomly like for tournaments. Like people couldn't recognize him, and he wins like a medal. He medals in these random tournaments. Tom Hardy taboo. Apparently, they couldn't film a season 2 because of his commitments as well. That's why Sherlock also stopped. In England, it's really weird, bro. They have a season, but because no one can like commit long term the way they commit to like TV shows in America, they end up like acting and all, and then the season itself only just gets delayed. So like it's been like 10 years since Taboo season one's come out. He's like, I had all these commitments. I couldn't film season 2. And I'm like, bro, don't have so many commitments. It was such a hit, and then they couldn't. Sherlock, the same thing. They became so popular they couldn't even film a season 4, and they were only 3 episodes a season. British shows are really weird, bro. They're like some shows are like 3 90-minute episodes. Some shows are like 6 episodes for the year. Like it's really crazy. The guy who played Jim Moriarty in Sherlock was as good as Cumberbatch. He too was. Yeah, of course, of course. Moriarty was great, really crazy actually, alarmingly good. Sherlock in Nola Holmes was good. That is true. I want him to be the next Bond. You know what would be real vibes? George Muscle. Uh, what's his name? The black gentleman from England. He's proper vibes, dude. What is it? Yeah, he acted in Luther. Yeah. Luther's another show that was fun while it lasted. What is his name? Yeah, I'm really taking L's today with the names, man. I have to say I'm taking lots of L's with the names today. Luther. TV show. Come on. What's his name? Idris Elba. That's it. Idris Elba. That would be good vibes, dude. Groundbreaking vibes. Plus, he actually acts well. Plus, he's done action-based shows. Proper vibes. I'm also noob. That's why I'm waiting in this minute. Watching Peaky Blinders this late. Fair enough. Yeah. Peacemaker is cringe. I've not seen season 2 yet, but season 1 was interesting. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Danish's favorite Marvel show, She-Hulk. I don't know how many people will know that reference, but it's brilliant. Did Rock really lose so much weight, bro? I told you it's not natural, Aditya. I've been trying to tell my friend who owns a gym the same thing, and he's like, it is natural, it's just hard work. I'm like, he's 55, bro. Do you not understand you need support to do the things he does for weights? Your testosterone is destroyed at 55, bro. Your testosterone starts reducing from 35 onwards. You saw what he looked like for the Hammer movie, Mark Kerr's movie. Apparently, it's very good. I can't wait to watch it. I love MMA, so the movie's going to be great. The Smashing Machine was a documentary first before a movie. You should watch the documentary before watching the movie. That's my recommendation. Did you see what he looked like in Jan? Aditya, you watch wrestling, right? You saw what he looked like in Jan. He was jacked. And in August, he's lost weight. Come on, bro. Like I know people don't like to admit it, but it's true, man. It's not. It's just it's part of the game, as they like to say. Gotta watch GOT. It's the best series for me. No series, movie, theater, act will come close to GOT. Trust me, it's the best. You just said unkind things about me too with Onana, dude. I don't know if I should take your recommend. I don't know. I just never got into it, dude. I don't even know why. I can't even explain it. It just skipped way past me. I was in real time. I just didn't watch it. People would talk about each season as it went along to me, and I would be like, I'm just not watching it. I think you will like Monster a lot. You should give it a try. Okay, fair enough. I mean, the last anime I watched was Naruto. I can't do Boruto. It's terrible. But sure. Even Jota in the World Cup squad and Ruben, I would say, yeah, I did see that. I saw the tattoo. People were like, bro, people are so mean, Aditya. They were like, bro is milking it now. I'm like, really, dude? That's what you get from the tattoo he has on his calf of his friend. Bro is milking it now. Like, people are so cruel, Aditya. People are so cruel. People are so cruel. Why did you just show up and give a spoil? He does that. He can be he can do that, Sumit. Unfortunately, and I apologize for highlighting it. I did see what I highlighted first, so I apologize. Lots of people didn't like the cast of us for casting. Yeah, I also didn't like it, Monkey. I didn't like it. I thought the person who actually did the voiceover should have done it, not because of any other reason except for the fact that that girl, I forgot what her name is, she doesn't look anything like Ellie, dude. That's it. That's it. At least play someone that looks like the character would be nice, somewhat. I don't have a PS5 Yoshikage, but one day we'll do. I might do. I might do playthroughs here on the channel for fun. You never know. You never know. I'm good, Ram. How are you? I think you should do chill streams like this. Really, or totally enjoying the con. It's a matter of who I get online, dude. I can do this alone for a bit. I can't do it forever. But yeah, main theme song is also good. It is good. Are you into manga? I'm not into anything, dude. I just watch sports, TV shows when I can. There's something about when Naruto ended that bummed me out, and I was like, I don't want to really invest my time like this anymore because it just bummed me out when it got over. But yeah, I love Viking, but way too stretch after Ragnar died. I mean, it's part of the lore. No, they can't just stop it at Ragnar dying. It would be kind of counter. It would really not have a proper ending in the end. I'm planning a third part of the game. As of now, they're busy with a new game, Intergalactic. Bro, I'm fed up of him, dude. Cory Barlog and Neil Druckmann, no, they're really annoying me, dude. They're really frustrating me. And I will not talk about video games. So I'm just not going to talk about it now. The reason why, obviously, we're already talking about video games. They're digging the Sanjay Gandhi National Park for tunnel for the highway. So due to the disturbance of monkeys and snakes have started coming to city, the wait is for leopards to coexist. I don't know. Bombay doesn't seem to ever learn. So have you watched Person of Interest? I have actually. I have. Apparently, I like slow burns. That's what I've realized today. There is something called the Valhalla Murders. Listen, dude, it's really dark. Do not watch it with other people. I think it's still on Netflix. Boy, that's all I'll say. Very dark. I love the landscapes. It was shot in Iceland, dude. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist because it was in Iceland. I probably would never watch that show if I didn't know it was based in Iceland, honestly. Really dark. So now that you know I like Vikings, Last King, Peaky Blinders, suggest me one more show that I'll absolutely love. Wait, watch Lupin. Oh no, you won't like that. It's not the Idris Elba, yeah. Expectations for WrestlePalooza is it better be bloody good, and if it's a good lineup, we'll do a live stream for sure. You're a fan of GOT, and who was your I did not watch Rajak at all. Zero. No, Breaking Bad and or GOT was probably the best show in it. Fan of James Gunn. And you still watch WWE? In a sense, I still watch WWE, Sumit. Yes, I watch WWE now for the kind. So the way I explain it to people who are younger and they go, "Why do you still watch WWE?" I look at it from this way. When I was younger, I watched it for the spectacle, and now I watch it for the technical part of it. Like I enjoy the how good they are at having the matches. So I look at it from that point of view now. You know, before I used to watch it as a spectacle. All those people were larger than life. Now it's become more. Let's see who actually can wrestle. The talking is great, the yeet is great, but let's see who can wrestle. If that makes sense. Rock lose that weight. It is good for his health, Raji. But the reason it's good for his health is because all that muscle wasn't naturally gained, allegedly. No, Peacemaker 1 was fun. She Hulk was bad. Jokes did a lot in Peacemaker. Cena was fun and Vigilante was fun. What I'm trying to say is it's not like superhero, Rajak. That's what I meant by the She Hulk reference. But yeah. How is bro milking it? No way. Yeah, I mean, bro, listen, see it on Twitter. People are so mad, dude. Do you like Salt with Angelina Jolie? No, I actually haven't seen that. Roman Reigns, bro. Palace crowd was crazy. Please do pay through PP when I have all the equipment. Why not? It'll be fun. Destroyer, really. Meow Tiger. Rafinha ki story dekho. I'm actually not on Instagram, Meow Tiger. Thank God for me. I have enough drama from United. That's how I felt about GOT. My friends used to talk about it until I started watching it. Then I got hooked initially. So it was just a bunch of dragons flying, but much more than that. I'm sure it is. I'm not glad I'm not good with names. That's great. I mean, they should actually make some new IPs. No, they should not make new IP. No, Yoshikage, you're baiting me. I'm not having any more of this. Have you watched Dexter? I was thinking of starting it. Dexter, I've watched everything actually. The prequel, the sequel, everything. The prequel is going to happen soon. The sequel's currently happening now. 2 sequels, I should say. I'm currently watching what I don't know. There's a new one come out, but yeah, I'm a Real Madrid fan, but like watching United too. What is Rafinha saying? I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Brock Lesnar is back tomorrow. Naughty Dog were making like Uncharted and Last of Us for ages. They are bangers of game, but dude, every game should not be a sequel. Y'all are baiting me. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to talk about Neil Druckmann or Barlog at all. So I don't enjoy WWE under Triple H. You just focus on quality of matches, the larger than. Bro, but this is, you know, why I like this? Because some of it was too gimmicky, Sumit. Some of it was too gimmicky, but I hear you, man. It's funny. Fair enough, dude. It depends on what you relate to it, right? So it's perfectly fine. Can't read that for alleged reasons. Did you watch the Continental? I did not. Ooh, what is that show? Oh, the White Lotus Destroyer. Can I don't think he's gonna like that either. That is, I do like that though. White Lotus was fun. I'm not. I'm not, Nair. I'm not. Will be the next Vitinha. Nobody from our club. Did you check Loki chapter one? Loka chapter one? What is that? Where is that? So should I watch Dexter? Would you recommend? It can get a little stretched out, Sumit. It's not a slow burn, but the premise can be stretched out for too long if you just. I would temper expectations. See, the thing is, I've watched it already, so I don't have to watch all of it again. So for me, I might not be the best reference for it. Because if I had to sit down and rewatch it, I don't know if I would. You know what I'm saying? Temper your expectations or find a new show, dude. There are plenty. What did you suggest me? I didn't get the name. The White Lotus. Enjoy. It's a really fast paced show. And Lupin. Lupin. You can watch Lupin. You can watch either one. You want Vinnie McMahon back? I don't. Oh boy. Not beating every game is like a sequel freaking remake nowadays. Where are my experimental trying something new banger game? Okay. It's probably because there's just you spend way too much money doing that now, Yoshikage. I'll tell you this though. Uh, the one thing I don't like about what's going on right now is we have got a Ghost of Tsushima game, which was absolutely brilliant. And in less than 2 years, we're getting a Ghost of Yotei game. Uncharted, Nathan Drake's daughter was supposed to have like some kind of spin-off. It's been like 6 years since it was leaked on some PlayStation showcase trailer. God of War has been 4 years now in the making. I don't know when that's going to come out. Or 3 years in the making. Don't know when that's going to come out. Last of Us, they've gone 5 years apart, but now they have a show, so I don't know how they can do it. They are sitting on IPs that can mint money because people love it. And for whatever reason, they are taking forever to make these video games. Now people will say, "Oh, they're building, building suspense to when it comes out, it'll be a big hit." Bro, if your game doesn't bang like the other games bang, you're actually going to kill whatever expectations people have because the longer you build up expectations, the better they expect it to be. And I'm sure they know it, they're in the business, but it's like, don't do that, dude. Don't do that. Like even God of War, Uncharted, okay, I get it. You kind of have to go very story on it, so I get it. But God of War, keep it churning, man. Keep it churning. Every 2.5 years, 3 years, let's crack on with it. Yeah, people are interested. We got the new console out. Let's move. National team, do you support during the World Cup or the Euros? And that's what the backstory be. Oh no, here we go. There's a reason we're not doing watch-alongs in the international break, Rajak. I follow England because of when I started watching football. Uh, basically, the whole more than half of the English national team was Manchester United players. Simple as that, I guess. Continental is set up in the John Wick universe. It is. It is. It's nice. I liked it. I liked it. I'm currently watching Outlander. It's not a bad show actually. I like periodical dramas because I think you have to really work hard to get the authenticity out more. If that makes sense. The superhero movie from the Malayalam industry and it's just fabulous. Okay, fair enough. True Detective. I heard the first two seasons are good, Ujjwal, but I don't think the others were. What I heard. He's not going to like that. What do you think? I'm a South Delhi girl with a minus. Ugh. I think you're not going to like it because the three shows you named was fast paced and the shows we named you are not. That's why actually. WWE even under Triple H, even the bad times is better than the best times straight to 2010, 2021. Fair enough. You rate John Cena more than Hulk Hogan? I think they both have limited move sets, but I actually think John Cena can do more. Probably because he is smaller. So the South Delhi girls work as don't know about that. Good night, sir, Dave. Thank you for joining, Dave. Thank you so much for all of you guys being here. GTA 6 will change the. Yeah, but Jerry, it's 12 years apart, bro. Like people have lives, man. If they wait another 12 years for GTA 7, bro, the people who played the original GTA will be in their 50s. Like it's just not they some rock star can afford to milk things like this. Most games won't get away with. I think every other gaming franchise won't get away with that. If they had an Assassin's Creed game 10 years apart, believe me, it would die down completely. Completely die down. It wouldn't even be close. I think Uncharted story is ended for good. I think Uncharted 4 was the perfect ending. The spin I thought the spin-off was great, but with Chloe and what is her name, the South African lady, I thought that was good. They don't have to do Nathan Drake, dude. In fact, the spin-off was his daughter's adventures. You can write something brand new. It was like a trailer thing on I don't know when it was, man, 2021 something like that. There was like a it was like a leak in a trailer, like a Easter egg thing. They have so much, man. Do England then. Getting bro all about. I mean, listen, man, you don't have to like England, but yeah, the whole United team was the English football team. Yeah, basically. And now, because much like your regular club football, you don't change. I'm stuck now. What can I do? I didn't know it was going to be like this. Now, Maguire gets benched for Burn, which is whatever you want to think about that. It's hilarious. Burn's not nowhere as good, to be honest. But Steven Spielberg is talk to make the COD movie. No, 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 no. Please do not do this. Do not make more video game movies. Because neither was the same for Southgate. Oh, behave yourself, man. Southgate was terrible. You watched Dark? I have not. I have not watched. I heard that also is good. Favorite Fast and Furious movie would probably have to be the first one in Brazil. Was it Fast Six? I think Rock. Yeah, that was crazy. I enjoyed that. Complete change of environment. I enjoyed that. This is Brazil. I like how he does the accent like for one word. But yeah. You think about the heel turn of John Cena. It was probably not how it went to plan, and it probably has something to do with the fact that The Rock couldn't commit to making more appearances. And then when you see him 8 months later, you wonder why. But kind of fell off after the WrestleMania thing was a flop too. Very anticlimactic. After GTA 6, they will go for RDR3. But George, this is my point, right? They are sitting on things people are salivating for, and they're taking 10 years. Only Rockstar can get away with this. It's not even about being bangers. It's like you make someone wait 10 years, and if your game's not that good anymore, they will not have the same hype for the next one. If RDR3 is not good, RDR4 will have like half of the fan base interested because nobody wants to wait 10 years for a game changing game. When me asking who was your favorite diva in the 90s, it's probably in the 90s. It's probably the 90s was a tough time, though. I don't remember much. Jacqueline was cool, though. Jacqueline was cool. She was jacked. She could actually wrestle. It was nice to see her for the Evolution tournament. I have maybe not seen her in 10, 12 years. It's great to see her back as a guest. Viking was fast paced, PK Bang was fast paced. What do you mean? What are you guys watching 100,000 episodes? It was fast paced in the sense of within the episode, things happen, destroyer. Like in Dexter and Lupin, it's not necessarily the case. It's a relative, no? Ashish is your Jod. Nepal, yes, I know Jod. I know Ashish. I know. I know. We were having this discussion at the beginning of the stream, which I just realized is almost 3 hours now. John Cena has a limited moveset, but if you give him a freaking good wrestler, dude gets better and will produce. And it's yeah, bro. That CM Punk match was horrifying, really bad. And Rockstar Games got away because in the late 2010s there was a trend of doing GTA 5 live stream story, but don't forget the mods everyone was doing on games, on PC gaming. So they dragged it out a lot. But is Martinelli a liability player for Arsenal? If people still think he's the next big thing, then yes, Warrior Gaming. I miss low budget games. No, Luke, I'm already gone for 3 hours, man. I'm just gonna be done. It was the fifth one. Mm-hmm. So now you're playing right now. Slow budget game you're playing? They should have brought back Thugonomics Arena for a month, dude. I was hoping he would walk out to his song at least one more time. I was hoping they do like a Raw goes old school or something and he comes out to it, but I guess not, sadly. Favorite food of Goa when I was in Goa, I used to eat Vada Pav daily. There was a stall in front of our shop. Come on, bro. Vada Pav is not even going. What's my favorite food in Goa? It would probably be. You have a nice Portuguese dessert, Sumit. It's called bibink. Bebinca, bibinka, but it's pronounced bibink. I think I like that the best. Food, nice, a good old patal bhaji, alsane bhaji. If you're veg, if you're non-veg, like a cutlet pav. Can't go wrong with the classics. You can have chicken shakuti in a pav as well. Can't go wrong with that. Or an omelette pav with chicken shakuti gravy. That is a big favorite of people in Goa, especially when they go out with their friends. It's cheap. You don't have to wait around too much. You can take it to go and eat somewhere else if you don't want to eat there. It's nice. Minus Kelly. I'm pretty sure Kelly wasn't in the 90s, Sumit. George playing Beautiful Joe right now. Okay. Beautiful Joe right now. That's interesting. Lala did, Rajat. Lala did. Basically, RDR2 is the best game ever made. Rockstar will just up that with GTA 6. There's a reason they take so much time to release a game. It's going to break record. Yeah, but GTA 6 is not exactly known for its story, is it, Rajiv? Like RDR2, the story is fantastic. They're not really going to implement such a good story in GTA 6 as it is. GTA is nostalgia, bro. If you know what, you want to hear a hot take, Rajiv. Give you a hot take. If San Andreas wasn't a thing, I don't think they would be this popular right now. How do you like that hot take? And I would really, really love once I finish it. I don't care if it's Maguire pace or any pace. Try Lupin, dude. Try Lupin. It's good. I absolutely enjoyed it. Absolutely. Rockstar, the greatest gaming company for a reason. I feel they know what they're doing. It takes time to build a GOAT level game. 10 years is a lot more than just time, though, Rajiv. No, you can skip generations of people. You know, some people don't play like they used to or play at all anymore as they get older. Have you played Alan Wake? It's a good price on Steam. I have not, but didn't they also take forever to play to build? A second game came out recently, right? Adnan Zia, will Cunha start against Chelsea? Probably not, Adnan. It depends on how he feels at the moment. All Night Silksong got released. The release was so crazy that it crashed Steam, PlayStation Store, and Nintendo eShop. Interesting. No, they saw Vada Pav that was amazing, different from here. Okay, fair enough. If you enjoyed it, then that's what matters. I did try it. It used to be called Kanis Kanem Edit. I actually enjoyed it. It's kind of mafia-esque where you can overtake territories, but it's a high school version. I played it ages ago on the PS2, Rajak. Yeah. It's called Bully or it's called Canis Canem Edit. That's actually the original name. People didn't like it, so they changed it. But yeah. I wasn't even born in the 90s. I'm 2003 born. All I watched was Kelly Kelly, AJ Lee, Lita, Tristan. A good era. A good era. San Andreas is still the most famous game ever, so I get a point. Bro, I'm telling you, if they don't make San Andreas, these people aren't doing 10-year-old games, dude. They aren't doing 10-year-old games. They wouldn't get away with it. So happy to have Courtois and Lunin after watching Onana. Really, you had to do that just before we end the stream. All right, guys, I am off. At the beginning of next week, I might have another guest, but we will be talking about football. I know people don't want to because we're having too much fun here, but a new guest to the channel that's not been on before. Hopefully on Monday. I will obviously post in the afternoon, letting you know, guys know what we're doing when we're going live, which day we're going live, but it most probably Monday. That's all I'll say about that. Amazing. Thank you so much, Rajiv. Listen, man, this is partly my dream. Sitting and chilling. It's all well and good talking about sports, but the hang is always partly the fun of being a streamer. But yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. You can call Ankit, but it's all happening, dude. It's all happening. It's all happening. I don't normally collab, Rajiv, but I've been told to collab more, do more streams, do more lives. Now I do the reaction to the matches. I never did it for the first 4 years actually. These last 3 game weeks is probably the first time since I started YouTube that I actually did 3 videos in a row. So I'm starting to put out more content this year, or at least make some new content. I'm off too, but the one thing you have to keep in mind, Nathan Ten Hag sold Alvaro. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Thank you, Rajat. Bye, guys. Bye. Take care, guys. Good night. Thank you so much for joining in. And the Lala stream, we will redo that next week as well. We'll see what happens, but we'll have more streams for sure. Take care, guys. Thank you and good night. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.